Oh, what's going on? 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 There's a goddamn echo. But it's the echo in my ear because I'm hearing myself. Made you think I was caught in some sort of genjutsu, but I wasn't. Oh my word, what a commentary video for week 13, huh? 48 minutes. I actually recorded the Dolphins and Bengals fight this morning because I was waiting to see if I could get access because it was about a 13 to 15 minute stoppage, during the game. And there was only a minute clips, but it didn't get everything. So I had to wait until they finally, whoever records the games and upload them to the site I downloaded from, it came up this morning, so I'm like, shit, I got to add that in, because a lot of people are like, we got to have the fight in there. What's a Chiseled Adonis fight without a brouhaha? Well, I should say, what's a Chiseled Adonis video without a brouhaha? But here we are. Good Lord. We already had Pittsburgh ain't doing nothing on their first drive, but here we are. Oh, boy, how's it going? Let's go down the list, shout the people out who's in the building. My man Peyton, who can run my burner account if I ever made an official burner account. Of course, I have my own burner accounts. How the hell you think I got 188K subscribers? You think it's real people? It's not. It's only about 11,000 people who actually follow me. The rest are my burner accounts. I have thousands of computers that I log into because, of course, I don't have enough money to get 1,000 of computers. I barely can keep up one computer. But we ain't talking about that right now. How the hell? Get them on the ground. Get them on the ground. Tackle them. What are we doing? But let's go down the list. Nostradamus, Devin, Hoodies, A, Malik, Cleveland, Rocks, Cleveland, Rocks. Is that actually part of that 70s show? Where do they say Rocks? Ohio. No, I feel like it is Cleveland. I can't recall. Is it Cleveland? Cleveland, Brown. We ain't talk about that. Danica in the house. CTS_Z. Sean, Miles, Jay, Hunter Thomas, Rashawn, Clyde, Jeffrey in the building. How about them Cowboys? We're going to find out tomorrow or tonight. No, tomorrow. Tonight? I cannot recall. No, it is tomorrow. They're playing against the Ravens. Yes. Yes. Mahomes, 15, GOAT. Pandapa, Slade, J. Armguard, David, Gigante. Get on the ground, stupid. Oh, heavens, my word. Oh, no. Nearly took that brother to Suplex City. Oh, somebody put 10 on it. John Zam, 83, put 10 on it. What is going on? Electric Boy, what's up? Crease, RLCS, No Filter, Count Up, Tony Thatch, the one guy, 1, 2, 3. How about them Giants, baby? Let me tell you something. I thought you guys were dead in the water, but look at you now. You had a stupendous tail end of November, magnificent start to December. Clap it up for those New York Giants, man. I didn't see this coming. Y'all won with Colt McCoy and Alfred Morris in Seattle. This gotta be a genjutsu release. I can't get myself out of it because it's reality. It's not a genjutsu. Hell of a job, Giants fans. Pat yourself on the back. Hoodies A, you ought to give yourself a standing ovation. You called it. You said this was gonna happen. I didn't see it coming, but it happened. Hey, Dose of Dion in the building. Hey, what's going on, FTFN family? How's it going? Y'all go subscribe to Dose of Dion. Lions fans, the few of you that are alive. Follow Dose of Dion, man. Hell of a comeback yesterday afternoon. I didn't see it going down like that, but damn it, it did. It did. Anytime I get an opportunity to see Adrian fuck out of here, Mark Ingram, you was sitting at home watching me on television win the football game for my Detroit Lions, Peterson go into the end zone and score touchdowns, I'm happy for it. Although the graphic, like I said in the commentary, it had him looking like Luke Cage out there. All right, that man is bald. Like his baldy got a baldy. It's ridiculous. I don't think Adrian Peterson has the ability to grow hair no more. It's like when you were watching, what was his name, Michael Kyle on My Wife and Kids. Like his baldness had baldness. That's what Adrian Peterson looked like right now. It's very interesting. A Pizzle in the house. Ray Cruz in the building. The Nightmare. Arlano is in the house. Craig Mathis, Webster, how's it going? Emily, the Lolly Lulelu, indeed. Devin, what's going on? Say congrats. Becky and Seth. Oh, wow. Becky and Seth had their kid today. Well, Mario claps for Becky and Seth. They had their baby today. How nice is that? Becky looks magnificent while pregnant. No joke for that. It's just she looks magnificent while pregnant. There's so many different ways this could go, but I ain't going there. I'm not going to let my mind get corrupted. We're not going off target. Not going off. The Chargers just been unplugged. Indeed. Somebody had said in the chat room during the commentary that the Falcons have also been eliminated. No team in the NFC has been put in the death note yet. Not a single team in the NFC. Literally, every team in the NFC actually can still make the playoffs at this particular point. The only teams that have been eliminated have been the Chargers, who's in the AFC, the Bengals, who's in the AFC, the Jaguars in the AFC, the Jets in the AFC. Those are the only 4 teams that have been eliminated through Week 13 thus far. Every team in the NFC still has a chance. They not all gonna make it, of course. But next week, we'll probably start seeing people go into Death Note much more frequently in bulk. Ray Cruz put $4.99 on it. Said, when we submit our Patreon video, do we add our own sound effect or does the house take care of it? Well, I take care of it, but there are a few that actually have themselves screaming, fuck, that was rather funny. Like the 2 Saints fans where they said, help me, oh my God. I enjoyed that one, so I kept it. There are a few people who just scream fuck, and I figure I'll just put the thing over there. But a lot of people have a lot of creative stuff. But send it to my email as long as you're on my Patreon. I had about 37 people send me videos of themselves screaming, fuck! I'm like, okay, let me check your email. I can't find it on Patreon. Let me check your name. Let me try to find it on Patreon. I can't find it. What's going on? They mentioned back, oh man, I ain't part of Patreon. I'm just trying to, be up in the video. You know me, huh? Trying to get in the video, man. How about you give me a chance? No! No! It don't work like that, dummy! Get on the Patreon, then you can get in the video. But of course, I'm not, because mind you, this past video, there was only one new guy who had a submission. I got another new one for this Steelers that's going to have to actually, it's going to have to come out on, most likely on Thursday, because it's going to be 4 primetime games. I'm not going to give, because of the situation with Baltimore and Dallas, it's going to be interesting to try to make that its own video. So who knows how that's going to play out, but, we'll see. Joshua Mack. Oh, wow. Josh was in the building. Said, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a minute, buddy. How's it going? Quattro said, Anthony Lynn Coach of the Year. Well, Anthony Lynn about to be fired at the end of the year. So, and it sucks because I hope he could keep his job, but Lord knows he's not going to. Butterfingers, what is going on? Have we not found our hands? I guess not. Come on, man. What's wrong with him? Get it together, brother. Get it together. Too much a tick-tocking, not enough catching a football. Out here participating in the Dante Moncrief Challenge. What's wrong with him? God damn it. The last style bender says a horrible pass by Big Ben. I beg to differ. That was right in the hands. That was right in the hands of Smith-Schuster. I'm not going to sit over there and be like, oh, wait, that was a bad pass by Ben. It was right in his hands. You saw the replay. Brother just straight up dropped it. Juice Man said, am I going live for Raw tonight? I probably will come in for the last 2 hours. I don't think I'm not going to do it because yesterday I didn't get done with the commentary until McAfee dove off of the top of War Games onto the everybody else. That's when I got done. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going live for the last 8 minutes of the match. So, but I am going to go live tonight. I'm going to see if I go live tonight. We talk Monday Night Raw and also War Games as well. John Neeson put 2 on it. Said they made me get Sunday ticket to watch the game. Really? Ain't it just on Fox nationally? A lot of people were talking about they couldn't find where the game is going to be put up. How you guys... That's bizarre, man. This is the same thing that they said about when Baltimore and Pittsburgh played last Wednesday. A lot of people didn't get access to the games despite the fact that it's on NBC. That's interesting. Jay, you don't know where the game... It's on Fox. That's weird, man. What's going on with these networks? Fox is channel 5 across the board, if I'm not mistaken. It's not nationally. Really? Wow. That's interesting. It's not nationally. Interesting. I thought it would be national across the board because it's a afternoon game now. That's bizarre. So you mean to tell me the Monday night game is going to be national because originally it was supposed to be, but because this game was pushed back, it's not nationally across? That sucks, man. It's only regional coverage, I guess. Usually in New York, I wouldn't even get these games, but I guess because, I mean, what else are you going to put on television? So it is interesting. Wow, that sucks. So if you're on the West Coast, there's no way you see it because Washington, D.C. is on the East Coast. Pittsburgh's is, more on the East Coast. So, damn. Well, that sucks. At least tonight's game is going to be national. I mean, I ain't going to be live for it. It's going to be more about Monday Night Raw, but I'll go back and forth between the game and also Monday Night Raw. We talk football all day. That's interesting. Kevin says, do I have the Giants instead of the Eagles now to win the division? Because if you guys don't know, I had initially still predicted the Eagles to win the division despite how atrocious they've been playing. And the Giants are playing better football. However, I still don't see it happening. Colt McCoy didn't do anything. If anything, it was more bad Seattle than it was good New York. Defensively, New York showed up. They get all of the credit. Defensively, they showed up. Give your respect to James Bradbury because he's not getting it when we talk about the best corners in the league. This season, brother's been balling. But offensively, the Giants not doing anything. I am glitching. What is wrong with me? But Philly, Washington, it really comes down to what things look like because defensively, Washington looks very stout. Offensively, not so much. Although Gibson has been playing very well, McLaurin has been playing sensational, but those are the only two bright spots for their ball club. So it's really a toss-up, man. It's really a toss-up. And with the change at quarterback for Philly right now, I do not think Hurts is going to hit a surge. So I definitely the boat has sailed. The ship has sailed for my arm flabbing. Not really. I mean, tricep there, but the ship has sailed in my opinion for Philly. At this point, it's Washington and I guess New York. So by process of elimination, I trust defenses. Well, shit, goddamn. Because both teams don't really have an offense. It's really a coin flip. Oh, boy, the more and more I think about it, if I had to choose between Washington and New York, because Dallas is clipped, but, right now? You know what? Right now, yeah, I'd still give it to Washington, but the more I'm thinking about it, oh, good Lord, but the more I'm thinking about it, I think I gotta go New York, man. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, I think we gotta go New York. Oh, tied the NFL record, baby. 69 straight games with a sack. You love to see it, but yeah, I think I gotta go New York, man. I think I gotta go New York. John Neeson said they got it. They got the damn news on Channel 5 right now. Really? Damn, John, that sucks. Let me see if I can find an independent stream for you guys so you guys can watch it. Usually through Buff Streams, you could always get an opportunity to see it. But it's really Washington or New York. I don't trust either one of their offenses. Oh, that's a great catch. But, man, I trust Washington's defense more than I trust New York's defense. Washington's secondary is ass. New York's secondary's better. But the front seven for Washington is substantially better than New York. It's really a coin flip, man. It's really a coin flip. It could be either one. But I think I'll give the edge. I'll give the edge to New York right now. But in 2 weeks, I think Washington will retake it. Dallas, if they can win against Baltimore, they'll be right back in the mix. As crazy as it sounds, as terrible as they've been, If Dallas can win, they'll be right back in the mix. And because it's so damn close, it's literally going to come down to week 17. So we'll have to see. I don't know why I am glitching. Well, then again, I think I have to update the router in my house for sure now, because I've been like treading water, and for some apparent reason, everything. Like if you saw my Insta story when I was uploading the commentary, literally for an hour, it stayed on 95% and it was processing. I was supposed to have it premiered at 2:30, so there would be a gap between when I go live and when the premiere's over. But evidently that was not the case. Oh, there's definitely going to be a flag here for, roughing the kicker. That's definitely going to happen there. Homie landed right into the damn punter's leg. Got to be smarter than that. Got to be quicker than that as well. Move the chains right now, because, yeah. Ooh, it hit the plant leg, too. That's right there on the ankle. Jeez Louise, man. You extend drives like that, I would not be surprised if Washington mess around and get 3. This is going to end either one of two ways. Either Pittsburgh leaves with a turnover and they force one, or Washington gets a field goal. Touchdown, I don't foresee that, but unless it's a defensive score. But Pittsburgh fixing to leave with a turnover here, or Washington leaves with a field goal, because there will be some sort of, I just feel it. You can feel it. There's going to be somebody capitalizing right here. Steve said both teams get one playoff game. Wait, Buff Stream's not working right now either? God, dog. Well, there it is. Yeah, it's a dumb penalty. I understand, trying to get a block on special team, but there's a timing differential. Like, you got to know. Like, just look at it like this. When you're driving a car, right? When you get accustomed to the car that you're driving, you don't have to continually look over to the right-hand side. If you're on the, if you're overseas, I assume the steering wheel is on the right-hand side, so you don't have to look towards the left-hand side. Is that Gibson getting checked out? Holy Toledo, man. If Gibson's not there, it's really going to be rough for Washington. But if you know the dimensions of your car, you don't have to look over to tell to see if you can fit into a crevice or if you're going to touch against another car. It's the same thing with rushing to block a punt or block a field goal. You should know your distance and the length of your body if you're going to make it or not. If you're not going to make it, do not dive. Just run all the way through and hope that they possibly mess around and drop the football, or it lands off the foot, the side of the foot, and it's a muffed, punt. Don't extend if you're not going to make it there in time. You got to know these things. These are the difference between people who play special teams for an extended period of time and those who are in rotation and then they out the league within 3 years. How do you think, what was his name? Osgood, back for the Chargers years back, like a decade ago. He was in the Pro Bowl every year. Matthew Slater now for the Patriots, in the Pro Bowl damn near every year. You got to know these things. Great job by Pittsburgh's defense here, man. Great coverage. I thought there was going to be some, there was possibility for other sacks. And might I add, Alex Smith, although it's been a hell of a, then this really, I'd love to say this is the battle of the comeback players of the year, but right now, comeback player of the year is Big Ben, and it's not even close. Alex Smith has the best story because his life was threatened, but that's not what the award is about. If it was about sympathy, Smith would win it. But you've got to not only come back, but play exceptionally. If nobody played well after coming back from injury or anything like that, Smith would win it. But of course, that's not what the award's about, but we ain't talking about that right now. So it's the little things that keep you in the NFL for a while. Or Chris Carson, but right now, for all intents and purposes, Carson, Ben, there's only, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 3 people in the NFL with 25 plus TDs and less than 10 INTs. Mahomes, Rodgers, Ben. The only 3. Ben is actually in the MVP conversation. The only problem is it's fucking Mahomes and Rodgers all the way up there. Wilson is over here. Henry's over here. Ben's over there. Ben is number 4, and Henry is underneath Ben when he should be above Ben. And Wilson I love me some Russell Wilson, but he should be under Derrick Henry. Given this past week, they kind of just, you can pick at your poison who wants to be at 3 or not, but Ben is at 5. Josh Allen, Josh Allen and Ben are like, in the beginning of the season, it was really just, it was Wilson, Allen, Mahomes, Rodgers, and then Allen and Wilson both had like a month where it was 1 week good, the other week bad. 1 week good, the other week bad. So, Kamara MVP race? No. Right now for running back, hell, can't even really use Dalvin Cook because they losing too much. Well, I mean, they're in the playoffs now, so can't. I guess you could throw him in the mix too. But and yeah. I don't. I think that top 5. I think that's the top 5 right now. Oh, Allen has less than 5 INTs. Well, there it is. Chubb missing 4 games don't make him comeback player of the year because you miss games in the season. That's not how it works. Williams says, what about Brady? No. Brady's actually not having that great of a season. He's actually not having that great of a season. Statistically, it looks good with the amount of passing yards that he has or TDs. But if you actually watch all of the games, Brady ain't having that good of a season. He really not. And it's unfortunate sort of situation. Oh, Allen has 8 INTs. Well, there it is. How many touchdowns does Josh Allen have? Let me see. How much touchdowns did Josh Allen have? Touchdown passes. 22. He doesn't have over 25. It's 25 and more. Those are the three quarterbacks. You got Ben, Rodgers, Mahomes. Unknown Alpha says, who's my Super Bowl picks? Well, it's too early to call for the Super Bowl picks thus far, but if I had to say now, I'm not going to not say Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh, and I would say in the NFC, I really want to say New Orleans, but I'd probably say Green Bay. Because Drew Brees is going to come back, and he's going to be the starting quarterback. But I'm not sure what he's going to look like after having to recover off of ribs. So we'll see. But that's where it is right now. Personally, it's really Pittsburgh and the Chiefs in the AFC. So we'll see how things play out. Because Indianapolis, I'm not sure yet what sort of, it's been the past few weeks. It's great looks sensational against Green Bay. Although that defense kind of, bend but don't break. But you're playing against Aaron Rodgers, so of course. Then last week when they played against Tennessee, they got shellacked. This week they were able to hold up against Houston. But let's just be honest, if Deshaun Watson don't fumble, the way that Houston was moving the football, you can make the argument they probably would have scored. But of course, there's no butterfly effect in football. You lose. So give it some time. We'll have to see. But honestly, and especially after watching last night's game, a lot of people were saying the Chiefs are overrated because the Broncos took them the distance. It's a divisional game. Hold your horses. All right? It's a divisional game. The teams know each other. Don't make it seem as if they're trash. They're not playing against nobody. Oh, look how they played down to the Chiefs. Then when they played against the Broncos, they didn't play that. It's a divisional game. So, honestly, there's no unbeatable team this year. Watching games, you tell the different sort of methods when they play against certain people. But, Wally says, who I have winning the NFC South? The Saints. It's not even close. It's the Saints. Not even hard. There is Tampa Bay will not win the division. They got to qualify for the postseason. And I said at the beginning of the year, Tampa Bay won't qualify for the postseason. I truly don't think Tampa Bay will qualify for the postseason. I think they got 2 more games in them, and then that's it. I said 9-7 from the jump because they are this year's Browns. We'll have to see how things play out, post bye. And it was a hot take because everybody was talking about Super 9-7, and you'll see. Dolphins fans said, "What are my thoughts on Rieger? See me next year. See me at the conclusion of next year because he's been hurt. Now you have a change of QB and things of that nature. So we'll have to see. I want to see the replay on this because I think this is possibly a completion here." No, there's no sync for these games. That's one of the unfortunate restrictions regarding the NFL and going live. They're not letting us sync no more. Oh, there's got to be some quarter. Damn. Boy. I thought maybe he could have got his feet in bounds. Yeah, the Saints already clinched the NFC South. I mean, yeah, they did. Dragoon said if the Vikings win, either Bucks or Saints, they'll definitely make the playoffs. Well, the thing with the Vikings are they initially were dead in the water, and now they're catching steam. But for me, the Vikings are still pretenders, not contenders. If they make the postseason, that's great. They'll probably wreck a team. I think they'll win a playoff game, but then they're out in the divisional round. But I think if they make the postseason, they can definitely win a game. And I'm still holding my prediction. If the Chiefs get that 2 seed and the Raiders get the 7 seed, the Raiders will eliminate the Chiefs. I'm still holding it. I'm still holding that prediction. I know it sounds crazy. The Raiders barely beat the Jets. I know it sounds crazy. And I'm going to keep saying it. I know it sounds crazy. But that's my prediction. If the Chiefs see the Raiders going to get the Chiefs out. I'm just saying, if the Chiefs see anybody else, welcome to the AFC Championship. But if they play against the Raiders, I think the Raiders going to get them. I talked about it last week. I don't think I need to go speak about it again. But if they see the Raiders, I'm telling you, if there's one team the Raiders are designed to beat, it's the Chiefs. There's a reason why those games went down to the wire. Gruden is salivating at the mouth, waiting for another opportunity to see the Chiefs. I'm telling you. We'll see when we get there. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully that matchup happens so it can come to fruition because I don't want to have to live in the realm of what if. But give it some time. Rob Green for 5 on and say, how the heck are y'all going to beat the Chiefs? And how are the Chiefs going to beat y'all? Y'all are both too damn good. I wouldn't say now both teams are good and they cancel each other out because the Chiefs defense is kind of a bend, don't break sort of situation that it's always been, but their offense highly explosive. Pittsburgh's defense explosive and can get the job done and can't score. Offense kind of a bend don't break. So they equal each other out. When they see each other, if they see each other, it'll happen. The one problem that I have is, making it seem as if it's a cakewalk through everything. Reggie says Ravens are making the playoffs. The Ravens, the thing for the Ravens is Miami. If Miami holds on, it's over. That's the only spot that I think the Ravens can take. Because I think Indianapolis will make it. Tennessee will make it, although Tennessee lost 4, they last 7. So, but they've been in the games in which they've lost, they've at least been around. So I can't make it seem as if they're not a playoff caliber team. But Miami's the weak link in the AFC postseason right now. Miami's the weak link. If I look at the divisions, I can't believe this game is still scoreless. Well, then again, I'm not really surprised. My initial score prediction, it's 20. What did I say? I said 24-17 I think I said 24-17. But then again, I don't think Washington will get that much point. No. They'll get a defensive touchdown. I think they'll get a defensive or special teams touchdown. I think their offense will only produce 1 score. But this game is going to be much closer. I think in the second half is where things will separate. But if Pittsburgh continues to have this slow kind of start, you're going to have trouble, as Johnny Ringo would say in my favorite movie, Tombstone. But let me pull up the brackets. Hands just for decoration. There's some butterfingers right there. But let me see. The Let me see. I can't believe the Jets fired Greg Williams, but Adam Gase still got his job. Like, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. And I can't wrap my mind around Greg Williams bringing the house on 3rd and long. Was it 2nd and long? Third or 2nd and long with 15 seconds left to play. What is the logic? I think wow, how do you drop that? My man, y'all get paid for this. Jeez Louise. What are they doing? There are moments in which you have lapses and drop balls, but these drops are just sheer negligence because you're not looking the ball in. I had this problem when I was in college. Well, I never dropped a football during an actual game. Scrimmages, hands were for decoration. Practice, I had a month when I was in college. That's how I knew it was time to hang it up. Because I don't think I caught a pass the whole month of October, my sophomore season in college. Because my mind was already out of it. I wasn't having a good time. It's Washington football. I think it's going to be Washington football. How the hell did Davis get the football back? Wait, this is confusing as hell. Yeah, this going to be Washington football. That's going to be Washington football. Who's really? Well, that's bizarre. I thought it was going to be Washington football. All right, okay. Let me get the Leonard Williams to the Raiders. The Giants are as scary as Jasper the Friendly Ghost. Well, there it is. Wait, Joe, you what? You got Judge Mathis on Fox rather than the game? Damn. Yeah, and NMJ, yeah, I said earlier, if it's regional, the game is apparently regional, nobody on the West Coast should be able to see the game. So, there it is. But let me see. Right now, the playoff picture in the AFC. I'm not concerned about this game starting slow at all. Only time you'll see me have any sort of worrisome sort of moment is the fourth quarter. I'll have my small spurts here and there throughout the first 3 quarters, but for the most part, like Stephen A. Smith, let me tell you right now, we don't care. We don't care. I don't, like, I'm not concerned at all. I just want to see what things look like down the line. I already knew the offense was going to start slow. You're playing against a very stout, defense. But Pittsburgh's defense got to get home. They got to abuse Alex Smith and force him to throw a pick, which I think is highly probable. In the AFC, you got the Chiefs, Steelers, Bills, Titans, Browns, Dolphins, Colts. Raiders are at 8 right now. Okay. Ooh, I almost forgot about the Browns. And I still do believe in my heart of hearts the Patriots will run the table and make the postseason. I still believe the Patriots. I think they're going to win 4 straight games. I think they go into the postseason at 10-6 or 9-7. But I truly don't think 9-7 is going to happen. Well, damn. At the same time, the Raiders, I have them slotted to get that 7 seed one way or another. So somebody else got to drop out. With Cleveland beating Tennessee, I think Cleveland's a lock for the postseason. Initially, I had Cleveland losing to Tennessee and then it being a Week 17 sort of situation. But right now, with the Browns winning that game, I think the Browns fixing to get there regardless. The Bills... Yeah, the Bills, I'd say it's only with 3 losses. I don't think it's going to be a consistent sort of losing sort of situation. So definitely I expect them to go and make the postseason. The Ravens, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be clipped for the Ravens. If they have to win next week. They have to win next week. Shit. Shit. Oh, it's tough for Baltimore. But Baltimore has a very favorable schedule. It's going to be a three-man race to see who gets that 7 seed. Golly, that's going to be something. Because right now, the 7th seed is Indianapolis with only 4 losses. So now nobody's in a position in which they can allow themselves to lose. AFC is crazy competitive. Nick Fargo put 5 on and said, appreciate me doing this. Can't watch the game due to regional restrictions. Well, there it is. I wish there was a way for me to go and stream the game, but evidently they're saying on Buff Streams the game is not streaming either, so there's no link I could give you guys to at least try to see if you could see it. Let me see. But let me see if I could find a stream. Damn. Nobody got it going. Yeah, nobody's streaming it. Shit. Oh, that's brutal. But I'll keep you updated. Right now, it's still 0-0. But they're moving the chains. But, oh, actually, no. I don't think Forward Progress is going to give them first there. But, Hoodie's A saying 720p. Okay, let me check. Because I want to at least drop it in the chat room if you guys could at least. It's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Oh, it looks like they, did the ball come out? Oh, no, they probably going to move the chains. This is going to be the last play of the third quarter, so it's clipped right now. 0-0 going into the second. Oh, I think this 720 definitely got it. Oh, well, there it is. Y'all behind by about a minute, but I'll hold it down for the people. Watch the game. But it's still zip. When somebody score, I'll put the score on the damn stream, but let me drop it up in there. See if you guys got a chance. Let me know if it work or not. Mastodon Gaming put 5 on and said wild card slots got the Browns, Colts, and Dolphins making it. Raiders got the Colts and Dolphins coming up. That loss to the Falcons will hurt. Indeed. Because right now, in the NFC, let me look at the NFC playoff picture. In the NFC, you got the Saints who just clinched, the Packers right behind them, and I still believe the Packers will have the number 1 seed. Actually, no. The Saints will have the number 1 seed. Saints, Packers, Rams, Giants. Wait, the Rams are number 1 in the Seattle done blew the guy. Oh, good Lord in heaven. The Rams took number 1. I'll be damned. At least in their division. The Saints, Packers, Rams, Giants, Seattle, Tampa, Minnesota. Because the Cardinals done slipped out. Right? Sub-Zero, what's going on? 49ers ain't making it. The Bears for sure ain't making it. The Lions, that's a long shot. Washington, it really just come down to that division. So, the way I see it right now, the Vikings got a lot of momentum, and their remaining schedule is the remaining schedule for the Vikings. The Bucks. Oh, that's next week. Oh, that's for their season. That's for their season. They beat the Bucks, they in. I don't care with nobody. They beat the Bucks, they in. Matter of fact, I'll pick them to beat the Bucks. They got the Bucks. Bears, they could definitely get the Bears, but that's a divisional game, so it could go either way. The Saints and then the Lions. Golly, that's woo, wow. Talk about a down the stretch to earn their way into the postseason. That's going to be tough. Arizona, I still believe they can possibly make their way in. And it's between Arizona and Tampa. I think, oh boy, god damn, that is tough. Vikings got a tough schedule. At least the Saints and Bucks there, but you got 2 divisional games. Shit. Chuckster says Claypool or Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson's a better receiver. But I think if Claypool was supposed to be the number 1 option, well then again Jefferson's the number 2 option behind Thielen. So who knows? We'll see. Jefferson is kind of having like a, god damn it, Deontay Johnson. Jefferson's kind of having a Juju Smith-Schuster second year sort of situation where Thielen is getting a lot of attention, but at the same time, when Thielen was out with the COVID, Jefferson was still balling. So that boy's legit. I'll give the nod to Jefferson right now. Claypool has a lot of splash plays, so we'll see how things play out. But I think Arizona is going to make the playoffs. It's just a matter of, it's going to be Arizona or the Vikings. The way it's looking right now, or Tampa really. If Tampa slides and lose 2 games, they out. I don't think they're going to make it at 9-7 because they're going to lose to one of these teams. So, oh, that'd be a late hit situation. No, it's not. Well, that's Bostic. Bostic used to play for Pittsburgh. Oh, there it is. And if you guys haven't already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Enter to win the PS5 or Xbox X. I actually have the PS5 coming. I just gotta wait for the Xbox X. Still trying to find it somewhere. And, it's going to be the goddamn holiday season, so it's going to be tough. But luckily, I have a ways to go. Well, I shouldn't really say luckily. But there's still a ways to go before I get to that 10K on Hot Mic. So when I do get there, I hope to have the consoles in my hand so I can physically say, hey, man, this could be yours. This could be yours. Because usually people don't believe you until you got it in your arms. Yes, Excite, I'm aware that she gave birth. I know. You don't got to spam the chat there, brother. Michael Jones says Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league right now. I would argue Tyreek Hill, but this season, you know what? I think I can, this season, yeah. But I wouldn't say best in the league. I still think it's DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones. At the top, Michael Thomas is there as well, but homie missed a ton of games, but I'm still going to give him his respect for his consistency. And then Tyreek Hill is there as well. Adams is right there as well. But, Toast says, will I be doing upcoming NBA season commentary? Actually, I think I'm going to change my metric this year. Before, I waited until the postseason. I do Christmas Day, commentary, and then I'd wait until the postseason. This time around, I think I'm going to try to figure out how I can do regular season commentary. Now, granted, I'm not going to do every game. I'm not going to do games a day. I'll probably do like a week recap, which is going to be tough, but I'm going to have to figure it out. So I know opening day I'll do a commentary and a compilation, but I just got to figure it out. And I think I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. Similar to how I did with the NBA Classic games, I think that's how I want to do the commentaries for NBA, because you can't do NBA the way you do NFL. Tony Thad says, does preseason count as well? Preseason for the NBA? No, I'm definitely not going to touch that as well. Day Nolan says, Meg Thee Stallion signs with the Jets? That'd be a shame. King Vine says, just do the big games. That's what for college, I only do the New Year's Eve 6, and the national championship. So, there's been a ton of college games a lot of people wanted me to do, but it's just a lot to have to do it. BMM says, thoughts on Mayweather versus Logan Paul. I wrote on Twitter, I'm happy, as much as people dislike the Paul brothers, they draw money. Look at it in professional wrestling terms. You're a box office draw no matter where you go, because people love to hate you. Oh, wow, what a catch. What an effort there by the Steelers. Wow. Oh, but there's a flag on the ground, though. Wait a minute. What an effort. I'll get into the Mayweather Logan Paul after we figure out what just happened. Oh, well, there it is. Yeah, Villanueva was down the field, so there's got to be a flag for illegal man down the field. Yeah, that's fair. What an effort by Johnson, though. Take that off the board, though. Unless he was a Well, there it is. That's on Ben. He didn't get rid of football. Jay Corey said, how would I feel about if the 49ers made the playoffs? Shocked. I'd be shocked. If the Niners made the postseason, I would be absolutely shocked. Because Kittle has been gone forever. Jimmy G, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy G didn't have the season-ending injury. Kittle had the season-ending injury. Jimmy G's out for like an extended amount of weeks. Ebron did not catch that. There's no way he caught that. I knew for a fact he didn't. Ebron ain't that kind of dude. Cleveland keeps spamming Bree mode. It's not happening this time around. That's a terrible route by Juju. He didn't get the ball thrown to him for a reason. He tried to run a corner. That is terrible. If you guys have an opportunity, if they put it back on the screen again and you can see Juju's route, that's absolute ass. This man rounded off a corner. There's no reason to round off a corner route in the goal line sort of situation. That don't make sense. Cool Man Trev says, how do I feel about the whole Hurts Wentz situation? I mean, I get it. I get why you would replace Wentz because he's been playing like absolute garbage. And they still have a chance to possibly make the postseason, so give the young guy a chance. But I wouldn't say Hurts is going to guide them to the promised land either. But if they give up on Wentz, come to Pittsburgh. I said on Twitter, I was talking about it. If you haven't already followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. But Makai, yes, I am going to be watching Raw tonight. But Diego says, oh, y'all re-signing Juju? I hope so. But it depends. If somebody throws a large lump sum of money at him, go get your money, brother. But if Pittsburgh, if he's willing to come back, then I'm all for it. There we go. Johnson got his touchdown. Well, there it is. TD. Love to see it. BMM says Defensive Player of the Year. Personally, TJ Watt, but it's a two-man race. It's TJ Watt, Aaron Donald. It is the only two people right now. TJ Watt, Aaron Donald. It's a two-man race. And both their stats fairly identical. Donald is double-teamed, damn near triple-teamed on 57% of his plays, which is an actual stat, not a hypothesis. TJ Watt about 13 to 15. But, damn it, I'm going to give it to TJ Watt. But it's literally Donald or Watt. It's one of those two. Myles Garrett, he's in the conversation, but TJ Watt and Donald are it's like the MVP conversation. Mahomes and Rodgers are so far higher up than Wilson, Ben, Henry, Allen. So it's a separation. Defensive Player of the Year, it's Donald and Watt. And then you have your Myles Garrett's and other. But Garrett's not in a big market. Xavier Howard is balling. Leading the league in picks. If I'm not mistaken, he got pick number 8. J.C. Jackson got pick number 7. And Howard is balling. But Watt and Donald, it's like a whole other level. The unfortunate part about it is Cleveland and Miami, they're going to get fucked. Buda Baker, no. Buda's having a hell of a season. But Buda, nah. Minka, no Minka. No Minka right now. No Minka right now. Offensive Player of the Year right now, I think it's, I'd have to say it's Rodgers. Actually, no, you can make the argument it's Dalvin Cook. Offensive Player of the Year. Mahomes, Rodgers, or Dalvin Cook? Alejandro says, who would I dream to be on the Steelers? Ed Reed. I think when Pittsburgh had they were, 2010s, late 2000s, 2010s. Ed Reed right next to Troy Polamalu. I'd love it. Diego says thoughts on Waller's 200-yard TD game Sunday. I love Waller. To the windows! To the Waller. I love it. I love me some Waller, man. Slade says Luke Kuechly. No, because I think the concussions would have still happened. The concussions would have still happened, so we ended up losing them. In fact, if we're talking about Pittsburgh right now, and let me put the score on screen for you. But if we're talking about Pittsburgh right now, who I would love to be on the Steelers, I would probably say, if I can have anybody on Pittsburgh, give me, shit, man. Give me Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry or Eddie Jackson? I want to say Dalvin Cook, but I think Derrick Henry or Eddie Jackson, and I'll explain Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson is a free safety that I think complements Pittsburgh's defense perfectly. Now, granted, Minka plays free. Sometimes he's usually in coverage anyway. So, matter of fact, if I had to switch, because Terrell Edmonds is more of the strong safety, like that linebacker sort of situation. So, you know what? Let me swap that. Give me Jamal Adams or Derrick Henry. In this current Steelers team, from a current player, give me Jamal Adams to play the strong safety, replace Edmonds, or on offense, give me Derrick Henry. Those two guys embody Pittsburgh Steelers football. So I think those would be my two. A lot of people talk about Adams is washed now. No. No. Dream for J.J. Watt now? No, I think Watt is going to end up on Pittsburgh. Because he wants out of Houston. Somebody's going to throw a lot of money at Watt, but his brothers are in Pittsburgh. So, you know. Ryan says, who do I think about defensive rookie of the year? It's either Chin. You've got Chin. You've got, who the hell's that? There's a guy in the secondary. Winfield. There's a dying line. Oh, golly. There's three people. Josh says J.C. Jackson, the best corner in the NFL. No, I beg to differ. No. Don't let the stats get to your mind. No. J.C. Jackson is he's kind of like, the way you see the numbers happening, it's very similar to what Marcus Peters was doing his first 4 years in the league, where you have all of these numbers on turnovers, but you're not as good as the turnovers are. J.C. Jackson is not an average corner. He's better than average. He's not yet quite elite, if you get what I'm saying. He has the numbers that are there. He ain't as good as the numbers appear. Because if you watch some of those interceptions, they're like damn near punts, or they're long balls and he just got to outrun the person he's with. So we'll see. Oh, you got to get McLaurin on the ground. Great job. But I love Jari Alexander. But, you know. Juice Man says, what do I think about the James Harden situation? Harden needs to go. He said he want to dip. Let the man dip, man. Don't hold him hostage. If somebody turns down $50 million a year because they ready to go, let that brother go, man. He not going to step on the court and pack it in during the season. I highly doubt, because he's too much of a competitor. But it's time for that brother to go. I think he's going to have to be forced to play this year because they're not going to let him walk. But it's only a matter of time. If I'm Houston, it's time to trade. What an effort. Move those chains. Great job, Thomas. I think that's a first down. If I'm Washington, I think they should look at the replay there. What an effort. Excuse me, bitch, he told Mike Hilton Hotel. Hey, I think that's a first down. Hey, that's a first down. I think you move them chains, man. Hey, man, that's a first down. That's a first down. That's a first down. Hey, Washington better throw that challenge flag, man. That's a first down. I think that's a first down. What y'all think? I'll call the shirts no skins no name, and I'll call Pittsburgh Berg. What y'all think? I think that's a first down. What do y'all think? I think that's a first down. Call him the Berg. There we are. Definitely a first down. Corey X Hardcore says, imagine if Dak Prescott left the Cowboys for the Patriots. It's a possibility next year. Oh yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. And then I'll talk about Logan Paul and Mayweather. But for Pittsburgh, because Ben, if he wins the Super Bowl this year, he's hanging. No, matter of fact, he might hang it up, but he'll play one more season. If he wins a Super Bowl this year, he'll play one more season. I think if Pittsburgh wins a Super Bowl, he'll try to repeat and pull an Elway, but it's only going to be one more season. If they lose this year, he's definitely coming back next year. But 5 people I want to see in Pittsburgh, 5 quarterbacks to succeed Ben, because damn it, I have no faith in Rudolph. So 5, who I think can be a lateral move. 1, Aaron Rodgers. Very far-fetched. But Green Bay fucked up a franchise QB before with Favre. But Favre kind of, he added to it, continually retiring and unretiring. But the drafting of Love and the front office never being Rodgers' friend, I think he's fixing to leave. I do not think he'll retire with Green Bay. It's far-fetched. I know it's very far-fetched. But Aaron Rodgers, that's 1. 2, Matthew Stafford. Stafford needs to be freed from the Lions organization. I truly believe that if he played on a competent franchise, this brother would have already taken a team to a Super Bowl. Not at 1. I think he would have been 0-1. But I think he would have taken a team to the Super Bowl. That's 2. 3, Dak Prescott. I believe if he was on the Steelers and at least a competent football team, he can at least get it done. He's better than average. Give me Dak. 4, Carson Wentz. I know it looked crazy, but I think it's more attributed to the offense that he's playing in, and also he's having a little bit of a down year. Give that brother some confidence, and I think he can play fairly decent. And for 5, who did I say? Because now my mind done went blank. I know I want Darnold. But I feel like I had somebody who was more established. Oh, wow. I stopped short. But I know I had Darnold. Yes, Darnold. There we go. It was Darnold. Always believed in Sam Darnold. Derek Carr, I don't think they're going to let him go. Initially, I thought they were going to let him go, but they're not going to let him go. That was a first down. I don't understand why the hell they put him at 4th and 1. That's so dumb. Referees have been ass all year. All year. This is clearly a first down. Not on the run, of course. It was on the play before. But the refs are ass. Like, you got to be kidding me. That should have been a first down. Why the hell did you not mark it as a first down? I don't understand it. Was it because his body was falling out of bounds? That doesn't matter. We see quarterbacks damn near out of bounds but extending. I don't understand the psychology behind it. But those are my 5 QBs. Ironically, Corey, if Newton went to the Eagles, I think it could work. But also, make sure you download that Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis so you can qualify to win yourself PS5 or Xbox X. Devin says, what about Mariota? Hell no. As for The YouTuber says, I'm a subscriber. Unlike a lot of football YouTubers, you actually know the numbers. Well, I appreciate that. I just try, because my thing is, when I played football, I was an X's and O's guy. So I was never somebody who just look at statistics and that defines the kind of player that somebody is. Because most people, they don't actually watch football the right way. Well, I can't really say it. They look for the entertainment purposes. But they don't break the stuff down or understand why certain things are happening the way that it's happening. Right? Oh, good Lord. That's got to be a flag as well. I'm shocked they didn't throw a flag on that one. There was straight helmet-to-helmet contact on the tackle. Look at the replay here. Watch how Claypool runs this route. Let's see if it was – okay, they're in zone. They're clearly in zone here. That's interesting. The safety misread. He must have thought he was running corner. Oh, no. There was no helmet-to-helmet contact. Yeah, that's no problem. All right, good job by the refs. Don't throw no flag there. Claypool's leg, this man throwing a roundhouse kick in midair. But a lot of people don't look at the reasons why certain things are happening the way that they're going, right? You'll see somebody on the D-line, it'll look like they're getting dominated all day or they're not doing anything all day when, in fact, the offense is allowing them to go in certain areas. You'll see cornerbacks give up a ton of yards, but sometimes it's not their fault. They in certain areas where they're playing a cover two sort of situation and the other person. But because a certain receiver they line up against has a gang of yards, you think it's the cornerback's fault, but it's not. So I recognize that stuff because I was a nerd of film when I played in college. Ooh, great job by the defensive line getting their hands up there. Pittsburgh better run on 3rd and goal. I'll tell you that right now. But Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, I'll keep it brief. Their draw, their money. Think about it. Logan Paul still hasn't won a boxing fight. You're getting in the ring against arguably the greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time. Granted, Mayweather only runs. He never knocked people out like when he was younger. He always knocked. Always, but he was knocking people out. When he got older, he boxed smart. He understood, all I got to do is avoid more than you throw, and I win. How you think he beat Pacquiao? It don't matter how many times you think you hit Mayweather. Look at your boxing percentage by the end of the fight. You've only connected on 7% of your punches. You connected on 13% of your punches, while he connects on 30 to 40. He beats you by the analytics by the time you make it to the judges. That's a smart way to box. And with Paul, you literally went from a Vine star to a YouTube star to in the ring. With Mayweather, can't hate the man. Wait, it's 1st and goal? Golly. Just hold the football now. Great job by that Washington defense. So, Paul brothers, they just know what to do, man. Paul brothers, they just know how to stay relevant. And everybody wants them to keep boxing. Yo, man, I want you to fight this person so they can knock you out because you love to hate them. You love to hate. I don't even like the Paul brothers, but goddamn it, they just like the Kardashians. Marketing geniuses. They'll stay relevant forever because people love to hate them. Hoodie Zay says their overreaction about Carson. I think he's forcing it. That's why he's looking straight ass. They're not doing him no favors. The O-line gone. No wide receiver serviceable. I agree. That's why I hope Philly continues to pack it in and let Carson. Oh man, we want him out of here. Let's jump on the Wentz train. Oh, I should say jump on the Hurts train. Great. Carson signed a 5-year deal last year. No, 2 years ago. It was right before Foles had left. So if anything, Wentz will still be there next year. He'll compete for the starting job. And then free agency of 2022, Wentz will be available. Come to Pittsburgh. Aaron says, how do I feel about Pat McAfee and NXT? Love it. Absolutely loved it. He killed it in War Games. Moreover, he's a pure heel and does it the right way. He's a likable guy, but he makes you dislike him. Jack Cooper says Steelers suck. All right. Zion says Steelers suck. All right. Juice Man said, I think Jalen Hurts will play well in the next 4 games. For his sake, I hope so. Dominic says Wentz is going to the Panthers. I beg to differ. I don't think so. then again, no, no, I don't. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It comes down to next year how Teddy plays. I wouldn't actually put it past it. I think he can fit into the offense. Yeah, I think depends. Oh wow, 3rd and goal again. Malik says, I love how you don't trash talk. I don't, because what's the point? My one thing, oh wow, they try to get it to alignment. Well, damn. Randy Fichtner on display here just cannot call an appropriate play. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I don't think I'm kicking a field goal here. I might just go sneak. Or matter of fact, no. Not against this defense. Not against this defense. I wouldn't run no sneak. You would have to throw. You would almost have to throw. On 3rd and goal, they should have ran. Against this defense, I ain't running no sneak. I ain't running it up the gut either. Those Bama boys is going to cause a problem. You got to play action fake and try to hit a tight end. Oh, they're wide. No, widen out Claypool. This is dumb. He should go further outside the numbers. They ain't get it. They ain't get it. Don't run up the gut against this Washington team. They ain't get it. But here's the positive to this, regardless of the fact that they did not get there. You now back up that you back up the shirts and those skins at their goal line. I knew this was going to happen if they try to run it up the gut. You're not going to get it. The front 7 is sensational. It's not going to happen. Well, at least they front 4. Look at the push that they had. Look at the right guard, right? Look at the area right there. On top of that, Chase done made it around it. That's a hell of a job by that front 4, man. That's a hell of a job by that front 4. Clap it up for the football team front 4. Great job, man. Great job. That's good defense. But now, Washington has to get out their own end zone. That's where the tough thing happens. If I'm them, Terry McLaurin, slant or screen, because Pittsburgh's not going to press. If Pittsburgh presses, you have to throw damn near like a touch fade, because you're not going to run out of the end zone here. They're going to either blitz or they're going to fill each gap. So we'll see what it looks like. But if I'm Washington, great goal line stand. But now you got some calls to pause. But we'll see. But that's a hell of a job. That's a hell of a job by their front 7. DJ Davis said, like Tomlin said, playing like a JV team. They're dropping footballs when they shouldn't, and guys are not understanding their alignment, their assignment, or their responsibility. But if you look how Pittsburgh has been playing, at least this particular game, Washington is playing very good up front. But, of course, you knew that. Last game, it was bad Pittsburgh across the board. But that's the one thing that I'm not concerned. Well, I'm concerned, but I won't slight the Steelers on. It's not the other team doing good things. Pittsburgh's fucking themselves. So because they're fucking themselves, they have to look in the mirror and say, yo, we got to get our head out of our ass. We can't keep doing this. So because that's the case and it's in-house, I think Tomlin and the Steelers can fix their problems. If it was teams that were dominating them, oh, by all means, I'd be screaming, overrated. I'd have been doing that too. But if it's them fucking themselves, Tomlin will sort that out, because when Pittsburgh play against a big-time team, when they play against a notable team, they get their head out their ass. They actually stop making those mistakes, but there's moments in which you can see the mental lapses where they overlook the team that they're playing against. Kyle says, am I calling the Steelers versus the Bills next Sunday night? Probably. Well, Saturday night. No, Sunday night game. I want to. I'll probably have to come in at halftime because I'll be recording the commentary for Patreon. So that's going to be a very tough live to get. I'll have to come in late. There's no way I'm going to be on time. Did they lose the football? Nope. Barely get out the end zone. I'm telling you, if I'm Washington right here, look at the penetration that you're getting here. If I'm Washington, throw a screen, quick slant, and if they press, throw a quick fade. And I ain't talking about launch it down the field, but goddamn it, something, get the football out of your hand. Hell, you could even throw a stick to a tight one. Actually, yes, to a tight end on TJ Watt's side. Goddamn, how the football, what just happened? Did they rush that? We didn't even get a chance to see the front. Corey says, what if Washington goes to the playoffs? They would be the 4 seed. They would have to play the 5 seed, who would most likely be a member of the NFC West. So I would say the Rams or Seattle. And if they play again, I think they're going to lose. I think, well, then again, it really depends. Because if it's Seattle, I think they got a chance. If it's Washington versus Seattle, I think Washington's going to win that game. New York against Seattle again, I got Seattle. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, boy, get rid of the football, Smith. Get rid of the football. There it is. Well, the Steelers' corners did not press. They gave a 5-yard cushion, and Pittsburgh didn't bring the house because obviously it's a third down situation. They were able to get some breathing room, but we didn't get a chance to see what the front looked like on second down because they took the snap so damn fast. But like I told you, they weren't going to run the football out of that doggone end zone. So we'll have to see. Tyler Martin said, what about Darnold to the Pats if the Jets draft Lawrence? If Darnold goes to New England, he'll still be in the same situation because they need weapons. What a punt. Hell of a boot right there. Yeah, Ray's not going nowhere. Oh, wait a minute. How'd he keep his footing there? That's impressive. He made it to midfield. I'm shocked. How the hell did he keep his footing there? I thought for sure he would be down inside, maybe at the 35. Well, I'll be damned. That's a hell of an effort. Malik says, do I think Big Ben is underrated? No. He's well established in this league. I think underappreciated is a better word. A lot of people still I don't understand how people still call him a pick machine when he's not. If you look at the picks, what he was throwing, it was forced passes. He has his mental lapses here and there. But it was forced passes when he led the league in interceptions, at least of recency. Earlier in his career, he was wilding. But it's just been bad games. It's not like Jameis where every game you had a pick. Ben, he'll have, damn, I got 3 picks this game. No picks for like 4 games straight. Bam, I got 2 picks this game. No picks for like 2 games straight. Bam, I got to pick this game. So that's what it's, looking like. So, yeah, midfield here. 4 minutes left. They got a chance. Oh, boy. Poor tackling. There it is. House call. Poor tackling. House call. Good Lord. What are they doing? What in the world were they doing there? Wow. Wow. You could almost smell it. Soft coverage. Look at this right here. Soft coverage, right? Take the step. You take an outside angle. You lose him there, and how the hell the safety just don't want to play? Cut that man at halftime. The safety just don't want to play. This was Washington's weak point. Their secondary is garbage. I don't understand how you don't break down there. The safety was doomed from the start. Good Lord in heaven. Good job by Pittsburgh there taking advantage. Oh, they might mess around and miss the extra point. It's good. It's all right. All right. No Boswell there. Washington might as well hold on to that football. But good Lord in heaven. That's all on the corner right there. Absolute ass. Gabriel said, do I think the Steelers are overrated? No. They're an undefeated football team. They're not even rated at the top of the AFC. They're the second best team in the AFC, and they're rated as the second best team in the AFC. There's no way for Pittsburgh to be overrated because every analyst has the Chiefs as the better football team. There's no possible way for Pittsburgh to be overrated because if they're overrated, where would you rank them in the AFC? You can't put Tennessee over them. They beat Tennessee. You can't put Indy over them. Indy has lost 4 games, and if you watch their game, they're not better than Pitt. So in the league, people still have New Orleans and Green Bay over them. There is no way Pittsburgh can be overrated. It's impossible. By definition, Pittsburgh can't be overrated. There's no way. They can only qualify as underrated. And I don't even like overrated, underrated. But it's impossible for Pittsburgh to be rated as over. It's impossible because they're not rated by any major analyst on a consistent basis as the best team in their conference, despite the fact they're undefeated. These are just facts. Because a lot of people are like, man, I don't trust them. They've got too many, close victories. It's consistently. Kyle the Killer, put 5 on it. Much love. Tom the Simp says the Packers are overrated. Let me stop you there right now. Let me stop you there. Packers are not overrated. The Packers are not overrated. They're in the class of the NFC. They are not overrated. Their defense needs some help, but the Packers are not overrated. No. Let's pump the brakes right there. Emmanuel says underrated but overrated. Sports Nation says Miami is underrated. Miami is overlooked. So I think, yes, Miami, for all intents and purposes in the AFC, because nobody's giving them a shot. And I understand why. Because the gap between contenders in the AFC and Miami, despite the fact that Miami has 8 wins on their resume, you really don't believe in them. Like, think about it. In the AFC, they're not. Edmonds, if he took a step inside, he could have actually batted that ball down. Very slow reaction time. Great job. Let's see the replay here. Edmonds is taking a step out, so you see he's got deep thirds. Should have took a step in. He was already fading out. You know what? Yeah, there was no way. It was very flush. Oh, wow. Smith had a chance if he took a step up. Smith had a chance for a good pass if he took a step up in the pocket there. But Hilton's got to come down with that. Oh, the Unchiseled Adonis is calling me. Hello, Unchiseled. I'm home. It's in front of the other Haitian house. I'm not sure, but he's been moving the car. Say hello to the people. The Unchiseled Adonis on the phone. Say hello to the people.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for supporting.
Well, there it is. All right. So, yeah, are you coming to the house? Okay, so I'll see you when you arrive. There we are. The Unchiseled Adonis. But, oh, wow, he's actually, I think the Unchiseled Adonis actually has arrived. That how ironic is that? The door is opening. It's either the matriarchal birth-giving Adonis or the Unchiseled. Well, there it is. It actually is the Unchiseled. Why is there a purple light outside? What's going on? Velveteen Dream is having a match? Oh, no, this is purple outside. What? And can you fetch me a bottle of water, please? You didn't get the notification? You didn't turn the post notifications on for your own brother? What kind of support is this? Gotta be kidding me. This man called me when he was outside. Who does that? Oh, because the car was okay. Wait. You're calling me again? Are you calling me? You're right next to me. Why would you call me again? What? The Unchiseled Adonis. No, I could have answered the call. Now I was gonna say I have a missed call. I hate when that happens. Now I gotta open it up. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, you got a notification and you ain't even opened it. So you actually got the post notifications on, but you ignored the post notification.
I was on the train.
You was on how's it going? Why you wasn't on the train for like 30 minutes?
I was on the train
an hour ago. We talking about an hour ago. You couldn't click on it to support, son.
How was I going to get on?
When you get off the train.
I didn't get the notification until now. It said an hour ago.
You ain't get the notification until now. So the post notification's not on. Turn on the bell. You see the support I got to deal with? Got to be kidding me. If we lived in Philly, there's no way we would be family. Huh?
What does that show?
Wait, so if it...
Yeah. Did I see it until now? Until now, I got service.
Oh, until now you got service? So wait a minute. So when you was taking the bus, there was no way you had no service?
I didn't see the notification.
Yeah, all right, son.
What's wrong with
all right, son. All right. Yo, you got facial ID? People say we look alike. I should be able to unlock your phone.
Nah, I don't have facial ID.
It's not working.
Give me my phone, bro.
No, I got to make my face fatter. Hold on.
Give me my phone before you give me my phone, son.
How do I make my face fatter? Hold on.
Give me my phone.
It's supposed to unlock.
Unlock
Oh, well, there it is. There it is. I thought if I made my face fatter, I could have unlocked this phone. But the Unchiseled Adonis has arrived. Duke said, why does my brother sound like EDP? Because he's fat. Fat people have a certain twang in their voice, you know? And they got to walk. Like my brother, now when he walks, it's kind of like Wario. Like, you remember how Wario walked it? Whack, 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 whack. Where his stomach, like, kind of just sways. So the Unchiseled Adonis, his body naturally moves. There's like a sway. How do we went away from talking about football. Golly. The plus size community is going to have problems with me. Am I still on the phone? There's no way I'm on the phone. DJ David said, who won the fight yesterday, Spence or Garcia? If I'm not mistaken, Spence won, did he not? I believe Spence won. I didn't even get a chance to see the fight, but there it is. Juice Man says Lizzo. Well, there it is. Walker Hound put 5 on and said, how does Cleveland have 9 wins and a negative point differential? Cleveland, that's why. It's Cleveland. And I'm still of the moniker of Cleveland are pretenders, not contenders, but beating Tennessee is very impressive. But that second half was atrocious. But the same way Pittsburgh's second half against Tennessee was atrocious as well. So I'm not going to fault Cleveland when Pittsburgh had the same situation. Oh, you've got to bring that down, Terry McLaurin. You've got to bring that down. Golly, you have to catch that. But Minka is down. Minka is down. Minka is down. Minka is down. Oh, he hurt his arm. He definitely had an arm situation. I think it hit Joe Hayden's knee. His arm hit Joe Hayden's knee. Yes, indeed. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Looked like he might have just got hit with a Kinshasa. I think that's an elbow sort of situation. Yeah, it's a wrist, elbow sort of situation. Damn, how is Joe Hayden's balls not in pain? It's definitely an arm sort of situation where he probably got the wind knocked out of him. I think he's all right. Oh, I have no clue. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, I believe the key was somewhere over there, but yeah, I don't know why he did that. Yeah. Hey, you didn't give me a bottle of water, man. Yeah, man, I need a bottle of water. Gabriel said, what are my thoughts on the Falcons? Are they underrated or overrated? Do you think they're player contenders? You can't really use underrated, overrated for teams in that particular route. Take what off? The what? Copyright. Poland Spring copyright. It's a bottle of water. What are you talking about? And my hand is going to already eclipse it. What are you talking about? Hey, shut your face, man. This guy talk about copyright on a bottle of water. They might just do it. Whoa, wait a minute. Is somebody bleeding? Whoa. The Alex Smith leg is bleeding? Wait a minute. Alex Smith off leg, it was bleeding. And his cleats is Jordan cleats. Why would they just wrap the damn... expose the leg and clean up the wound? Don't just wrap it. You in the NFL, I mean, when I had a wound in high school, I said, let's tape it up. Let's stop the blood flow. But y'all in the NFL, just lift the damn leg sleeve, seal up the wound. He on the sideline now. He shouldn't be bleeding when he come back out. It's not the surgery leg. It's the other leg. But damn. The hell? Oh, if I'm Pittsburgh on this next play here, I'm going a heavy play action. And I'm going to run a post. No, not yet. But do I think the Giants can compete in the playoff? It really depends, because if they play against Seattle again, I think I don't think the Giants will get Seattle again, but I think if Washington makes the playoffs, they can get Seattle for sure because I don't trust that defense. And moreover, because, well, then again, I don't trust Washington's offense, but I trust their defense to make plays on Seattle. But then again, no. The Giants secondary countered Seattle's wide receiver room. That's what made them win. Washington's secondary is so ass. Russell Wilson's been under duress his whole career. So, you know what? I'll switch that. They'll beat Washington if they play Washington. Because Wilson's used to being under duress all the time. He's not used to being under duress and also his receivers being covered. So, you know, I'll switch that. I'll switch that. If Pittsburgh moves the chains here, they got to go hurry up offense. They've got to go hurry up offense. That was a bad play call. Is Juju going to make it? No, he's not. And is that going to run the clock? I guess not. Great job by the Washington defense. Nostradamus says, idea, every fat man with the football gets the fat man tuba from Family Guy. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Fat man with the football moments, give them the tuba in the instrumental in the background. That ain't a half bad idea. I like it. Juice Man said I should make a video reacting to the girls on Joe Budden podcast. I have the video open right now. Yesterday, all Sunday, I was supposed to record the video so I can post it on Sunday, but I was recording all of Saturday, all of Sunday, so I had no chance to do it. Tomorrow I'm going to be recording as well, and I'm streaming. I'm going to hop back on Raw right after I finish with this stream for the second hour to the third, of course, because the first hour I actually got to go and I got to eat something because I ain't eat nothing. So, and I don't want to eat on the stream. But I am going to do a video about it. I have it open right here. It's 8, where is it? It's here we are. The PS5. It is 8 minutes and 12 seconds long. So I have it. It's got like 12K dislikes. I'm doing a video on that. The high school player who laid out the ref, I'm doing a video on that. I have an Undertaker tribute. I have to do a video on that. Those are 3 videos that I definitely got to get done. And most likely I'll have that done. Actually, now that I think about it, I can do that for tomorrow because the primetime video is going to include the Tuesday night football. So y'all not getting down until Thursday. You know what? Yeah, well, Patreon people, you're going to get it on Wednesday. So yeah, I think I could do my reaction tomorrow. Yeah, I think I could do my reaction tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I didn't watch it yet. So it's going to be a real-time raw reaction. And whenever I do my reaction videos, people always enjoy it because, damn it, I don't know how many times I got to tell people I don't script material. I don't. So whatever comes to mind first, roll with it. Oh, I thought they were measuring to see if it was going to be a first down or not? Because there's no way he made it. If Thomas didn't get the first before, no way you give the first to Juju here. Alejandro said, what should I say to my uncle? He's a Washington fan. Tell him to change his underwear because the ass kicking's not going to stop. Michael Jones says, what's my best reaction from In the Clutch watching my videos? I enjoy watching them. They were the first people to react to my stuff, and I don't really watch reaction channels because I always thought it was a bit corny, but they actually have their own personality that they bring to their reaction. Most people, they just, ah ha ha ha, ah ha ha, ah ha ha ha, and literally you do nothing and you get views. Like, that's weird to me. But I like In the Clutch. I fuck with him. If I go to when I go to Houston, I gotta link up. What do I think of a possible upset by Miami? Miami is playing if I'm not mistaken, are they not playing Kansas City? No, Miami is playing against, they're playing Kansas City in Miami. Honestly, I think Miami has a chance, but it really comes down to Who will be starting at quarterback, who I do believe will be Tua. Oh, wow. What a play. What a play. Good job, Washington. Great job. Tell you, man, this McLaurin guy is a hell of a player. And Joe could not get down the tackle. That's a great job. This guy over here showing a hell of an effort. Whoever the hell number 31 is, take that man's jersey because that was a terrible effort to make a tackle there. Tyler says Kenny Golladay is very underrated. Well, not really, because he got his due last year. But this year, if I'm not mistaken, he has been out. He only played 5 games this year. So, yeah, he's been gone for a while, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he ain't played since week 8. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's underrated. He ain't played this year. He got his respect last year. Philip says, do I think the Jets are the worst 0-12 team? No. I don't. I think the 08 Lions were worse than them. The 76 Tampa Bay? I can't remember what year Tampa Bay, when they had lost 26 straight games. They were absolute ass as well. So, Norman says, me a urinating tree with Days of Our Steelers collaboration in the future. Who knows? Who knows? I could always reach out to him and say, because I don't really do much collaborations, because to be honest with you, I don't know how. I don't know how. With my style of video, it's all over the place. So it really comes down to the other person figuring out how to work me in, because I don't do videos that have collaboration kind of prowess. So unless, of course, I do a review on the Steelers and say, what are your thoughts? And then, bam, their videos, and we combined it together. So we'll see. But there's Watt with a sack, which you love to see. I need Watt to lead the league in sacks. If Watt leads the league in sacks, he's the MVP. Defensive MVP, of course. Oh, yeah, that's all Watt. That's Watt. That's a solo. That's all Watt. Toast says, do I think a fight's going to happen before the game ends? No. No, the 18 Browns, I don't think the 18 Browns were worse than the, oh, that was a possible face mask there. That was definitely illegal hands to the face. But that's a very tough situation for the referees to see, so I understand how that one doesn't get called. But, yeah, I'd have to say the worst team, probably that Lions 08 team, man. This Jets team is bad, though. They are bad. Really bad. Because it's you can't necessarily talk, because if you know the history of the NFL and those teams that have been bad, then of course you can always say. Like whenever people talk about Pittsburgh, though, the most overrated, the worst undefeated team of all time. Do you know how many undefeated teams have been? There's only been 11 11-0 team, well 10-0 teams or whatever it may have been. Oh, they got to rush. They got to rush here. They need to get this field goal up. Get people. Oh, Hopkins, come. You got a chance now. Wait a minute. They should have stopped the clock. Okay, good job by the referee stopping the clock here. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is the clock still moving? Whoa. Wait a minute. Whoa. What? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Why did the referee stop? Nah. What? Yo, these refs, fam, first off, if they were trying to switch the ball, how the fuck don't you have the ball ready? Moreover, you can't stop the clock in this situation because it has to run. Respotting it now gives Washington a chance to. Both teams got fucked here. Well, then again, Washington got a break. Pittsburgh got fucked here. But there's a flag here. Wow. The referees are absolute trash. They fucked up that whole sequence. Because for one, it didn't look like Washington would have Washington would have probably made it in time. It's a matter of having the right personnel and having everything set up. Pittsburgh did nothing. The referees just fucked up that entire sequence. Jesus. Wait, illegal formation on defense? What? How? Oh, he must have been shading the snapper. He must have been shading the snapper. Man, these officials this year have been absolute garbage. Because how the hell do you mess this up? What do you mean the ball wasn't spotted correctly? Let me hear Dean Blandino. It was the kicking ball, the switching of the ball. So how do you can't stop the clock there because you have to be ready. This doesn't make sense. By that logic, then the referees just fucked the Steelers. However, the referee, you can't not have the kicking ball ready because going into that particular play, you understood the down and distance and the situation. How do you not have the kicking football ready? It should be a quick swap. Because even if Pittsburgh was holding Washington down, similar to what they did in Baltimore, even if they were holding them down, like take, for example, they take down Smith here, right? Smith is down. Pittsburgh actually got up. Smith is leaving with this is on Washington. Smith left with the football. So Smith leaving with the football, Washington should have already had, the referee should have thrown in the kicking ball. How the hell don't you have it ready? That doesn't make sense. This don't make sense. Nah, these referees this year, they need a reevaluation, man. They need a reevaluation. Alex Smith left with the football. Him leaving with the football, there's no need for a throw to the sideline by the officials. So they must have not, we don't know where the football is. We can't have two footballs on the field. However, the sideline ref has a clear-eye view of Smith. The ball holding official on the sideline has to just throw the ball in. Washington got themselves a big break there. Wow. Wow. Nah, honestly, these referees need a reevaluation, man. These referees need a reevaluation. They've been fucking up consistently the entire year. This is an egregious sort of situation. Because really think about it. Not to say, what if this happened at the end of the game? But think about it. Pittsburgh gets a stop. Washington's out of timeouts. They now have to make a shift immediately. Y'all don't have the football ready? And the referees fuck over a team one way or another in this situation. Because think about it. Them not having the football ready fucks over Washington. Them having to stop the clock in order to get the football prepared fucks over Pittsburgh. This is entirely on the referees. Man. Wow. Super Genjutsu. Super Genjutsu. Tony said I have a good commentating voice. I got that a lot. I remember, I'll never forget. I think I was 14 years old back when I used to go to church. I would be, my brother did the sound system, right? And I remember there was one pastor, and he always said, I have a great radio voice. And I said, I appreciate that, man. I have a very nice voice. And I remember when going on a lot of dates with the ladies, they'd say the voice never matched the face because they never met somebody who has this kind of voice in real life. Like usually you hear this over the airwaves or things of that nature. So when you see it in real life, it's like, what the hell? Like imagine listening to Mike Breen in real life. The waiter is bringing the bread to the table. He places it down. Can you butter my bagel for me? Bang! Bang! Could you imagine? Like, it doesn't make sense. Zion said, are the Broncos overrated? The Broncos are rated exactly where they should be. Getting ready to go into Death Note. They should have been better than what their record was, but they have been ravaged by injury. And also, they fucked themselves over last week with COVID. But they wouldn't have won the game anyway, but still. Stop playing, motherfucker says, what are my thoughts on the first half performance? Let me say this much. I'm not surprised by the inconsistency of the offense. The defense played sensational. They played the same way that I expected them to. It was just a lapse in judgment on a fourth down play that led to Washington getting 3. So I'm not going to chastise the defense. They're doing exactly what they should do. I'm not surprised at all by that performance. The Steelers' offense, they're shooting themselves in the foot with drops or lapse in judgment. However, they're putting together drives. It's just it's a mental thing. That's the only problem. For Washington, offensively, y'all gotta figure it out. Y'all gotta figure it out because you're not gonna run the football today. So because you're not gonna run the football, and you have one of the worst passing offenses in the league, in this second half, Terry McLaurin better get at least 8 targets. At least 8 targets. Because you have to get him involved. He is your best offensive player. Gibson's probably not going to return, so you need him to get targets, whether it's on slants, whether it's on quick curls, stick, whether it's on screens. You have to get him involved. It is a must that he gets involved. It's not that, he's being covered, completely blanketed. They're not targeting him. They're not. Get him the football. Seriously. Tony said, I'm snapping on your team. You're trying. Are they? Defensively, they trying. That front four they came here to play. But God damn, can you please get the football to your playmakers? They said Gibson is unlikely to return. He got turf toe. Well, there it is. He's not coming back. They're not going to run the football anyway. You can't. The way that they're playing right now, you can't really depend on the run. I do believe they're going to get a huge run, though. I think they're going to have a big run. Tony Fat said CMC is back for the Panthers. Well, that's great. Not really going to help them, but that's great. The Ultimate Oreo. Oh, shit! Oreo is back! What is going on? You haven't been in one of these streams since before the pandemic. Feel like forever. What is going on? Oh, man. Now, where is your partner in crime? Where's Steelers 75? Brother, probably at work. Where is your partner in crime? Dead Pizza in the building. What's going on? I feel like the planets are aligning for Pittsburgh and the Packers. I agree. Before the season, I believe that was my prediction. If I'm not mistaken, it was Steelers and Packers or Steelers and Saints. No, I feel like I said Packers. I can't recall. Of course I remember Oreo. I got a good memory. The God says, can we beat the Chiefs? I think so. But the Chiefs can also beat us any given Sunday, but we cancel each other out. In fact, I would give the Chiefs a little bit of an edge. They have a better special teams. But we cancel each other out. A lot of people expect the Chiefs to, Pittsburgh play against the Chiefs. Mahomes going to go out there and score like 40. No. Well, it's possible. But it's not going to be easy. But they've got so many weapons. But here's where the Chiefs will have problems against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can pressure up. Although Pittsburgh blitzes a lot. That's the only problem. If I'm not mistaken, they still lead the league in blitz percentage. But with the loss of Bud Dupree, it's really going to show against Kansas City. Because Pittsburgh, what they would have done, drop 7 in coverage, bring 4. It would have been Tuitt, Watt, Hayward, Dupree. 4 of those guys, well, who uses the thumb when they signify 4? 4 of those guys on the rush by themselves can bring pressure. You add in Alu now, and you drop 6 and you bring 5. Chiefs might have some problems. But, we'll see. The same thing can be vice versa for Pittsburgh now. Because offensively, they have enough weapons to equal the Chiefs' defense. However, you can't have lapses. Pittsburgh's offense is dropping footballs left and right. You do that against Kansas City, you lost. Oh, Lamar going to be back next week. Well, damn, I'll be damned. Lamar starting tomorrow. Ooh, Vic got a clean-ass blue suit. Golly. That's a clean suit right there. I mean, Tony Gonzalez, not a bad suit itself, but it don't got that flair that Vic got. Look at the tie game. Stop playing with him. Where my dog's at? Demon said triple team and TJ Watt not at but is gone. That's not a good idea. You can't. Bud may be gone, but, and this sounds crazy saying it, Bud was somebody who could generate a pass just using his speed like that, but TJ Watt's one of those guys who's going to get the job done regardless. Cameron Hayward still is rated at the top of the league at his position, at one of the top of the league at his position. Stephon Tuitt is rated at nearly at the top of the league at his position. If you double, because think about it, if you bring down a running back to try to, go and block TJ, that now takes away another weapon for your offense to pass the football too, right? Cameron Hayward can't be left one-on-one because that first arm is going to cause problems. Tuitt always getting pressure one-on-one as well. Why his win rate is up there. That's why he's, he has a high defensive grade. So Pittsburgh is going to be fine regardless. They're going to be fine regardless. Avery Williamson, yeah, but he's not blitzing. He's just linebacker position. And I think give it a couple of more weeks for him to get well acclimated into it. But Buffalo, man, tonight, Buffalo better not go out there and stink up the joint, man. I'm be disappointed if they don't go out there and win themselves a football game. But something tells me this game is going to be, something really tells me this game's going to be sloppy, man. It's going to be a sloppy game. I don't know why. Initially, I said, man, Buffalo got this game in the bag. But some tells me it's going to be a sloppy game. I'd love to say it's going to be one of them games Nick Mullins has a game. It's not. It's not. But Buffalo's offense, it might be a bit stagnant. If they don't go and play a good game, it's going to be close. And if it's close, Gould might just kick one up the uprights, through the uprights, I should say, and win that game for San Fran. I'm going to be talking about it when I go live for Raw a little bit later because I'm going to be switching back and forth. But, boy, tonight's game, I really want the Bills to win. So when Pittsburgh plays the Bills, now it's like the battle of two titans going against each other. The class of each division playing against each other. Because if Buffalo loses, now all of a sudden you can continue to hear that, man, Pittsburgh keep playing against teams that ain't shit. So we'll see. Michael said the Chiefs looked sloppy last night. Divisional football game. But yeah, they did look sloppy. Jat says, I don't watch Steelers games a lot. What do I think the Steelers need to be better at? Number one, stop getting in your own way. Catch the football. Play smart football. Penalties and dropping of the football. That's 1 and 2. It's mental lapses. Pittsburgh has given up 20-plus yard plays, if I'm not mistaken, 11 times on the season. It might be 10. But 11 there's no reason why you should have teams consistently 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and then bam, busted coverage. All of a sudden, bam, we're missing tackles. And then you get a Miles Sanders 75-yard run. You get a Hollywood Brown 70-yard TD. These things happen, so you have to get out of your own way. because that's the mental lapses. If Pittsburgh did away with those mental lapses, by far you wouldn't have people calling them overrated. Why do you think the game's been so close most of the time? Mental lapses. If you watch the game against Dallas, it was less good Dallas, it was more bad Pittsburgh. The game against Baltimore, less good Baltimore, more bad Pittsburgh. The second game, of course. The first game, Baltimore fucked themselves over. They should have won that game. Hayden says it's not a perfect defense, it's a historic defense. Indeed, it is. Because no team has led the NFL in sacks, point per game, and also turnovers, but Pittsburgh is on pace. However, they need a turnover tonight. They need to take the football away. Andrew McKinney put $4.99 on it, said, Tyrod Taylor decision or not failed the grievance against the Chargers. My thoughts? Ridiculous. I said in week 1, he need to sue them for all that they're worth. Sue the hell out of it. The fact that he did not file it bothers me. That bothers me. I don't like that. I don't like it. He should have sued the shit out of him. You mean to tell me this medical practitioner going to come in here, you puncture my goddamn lung by accident, and I'm not going to file? Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, man. He could have died. Like, he didn't, but he could have died. Like, think about that for a second. I made a mistake. No, this is your life. This is your life. Loyalty be damned. You just made it to this organization. You got to sue. Come on, man. Like, geez Louise. Dead Pizza said, the issue I have with the Steelers is the Chiefs only need one big-ass play for it all to fall apart, and the Steelers have been giving up those all big plays. I agree. That's the problem. That is the one critique I have against Pittsburgh playing against Kansas City. That's literally it. I think Pittsburgh and Kansas City game can be similar to what we saw a few years back when Antonio Brown had the game-winning touchdown. It'll be just like that. The game will go into the fourth quarter. It'll be low scoring. It'll mess around and be a 13-10 game. Pittsburgh will have Mahomes get sacked like 4 times or whatever. Well, 4 is kind of a stretch. He's doing a pretty good job at not getting sacked. Like 3 times or whatever, 2 times or whatever. And then all of a sudden, busted coverage. Hello, Terrell Edmonds. It'll be Travis Kelce, not Tyreek Hill. I think Travis Kelce will be the one who busts the Steelers rather than Tyreek Hill. That's how Pittsburgh will mess around and lose. Or we're going to find out what's going on with Gibson here. I guess they put him down to doubtful, perhaps. Edmonds doesn't have to guard Kelce. Minka should be guarding Kelce, or Hilton will be guarding Kelce. But the problem is, Hilton is such a threat in the blitz package, Mahomes is going to be waiting for that. I can almost guarantee you, if Pittsburgh plays against Kansas City in the postseason, Travis Kelce will mess around and have a touchdown or 2 on a play where Mike Hilton blitzes. I can see it coming. Did they catch this football? Heavens to Betsy. Oh, wait a minute. I think he did. The ball is in betwixt his legs. Hey, that's a reception. That's a hell of a catch. What a catch by Sims. Wow. He caught the football in betwixt his legs. Oh, TJ gonna get him here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, what a hurdle. Good job. Hilton done got hurdled. Tony says the Hill catch was a TD. It was a TD. A lot of people who don't understand football were saying the catch yesterday by Tyreek Hill. Well, he was already down by contact. The football never touched the floor. That was a touchdown catch. Here's the problem. Tyreek Hill never knew because he never saw the football. Andy Reid never knew because he didn't see the football. And Tyreek Hill, he was just, man, I guess it must have touched the floor. Nobody saw the replay. They went out there and just rushed to go punt the football away. They didn't sit there and wait for the replay. That's Kansas City's fault, not the ref's fault. Because how the hell would the refs even see that? There's a play. What I tell you about Pittsburgh? What I tell you about Pittsburgh? There's the play. 3rd and 14. The team's inside their own 10, inside their own 15. What happens? A large chunk play. Look at it here. Hilton takes an inside stem there. Hayden takes a step out for reasons I wish I understood. And there's the play. This is what Pittsburgh does. There's the big play. Literally, look at it. It doesn't make sense. What I tell you? This is what Pittsburgh does. This is how they can be beat. Literally, they have 3 plays every single game that makes you look at them like, how the hell are you undefeated? Every single game, it's 3 plays. So far, we've seen 2. They've got 1 more coming. Undisciplined. What I tell you guys, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. These are 2 plays. The 4th down play, that's 1. This one, that's 2. There's 1 more that they do. There's 1 more that they do. Mitt Noggin says WWE refs or NFL refs. Which one's worse? I would have to say NFL refs because WWE refs is kind of by design. Devontae said I must be a pastor. I'm not a pastor, but I could. Definitely can be. Devin says 2 NFL players have been suspended for stepping on people. The Titans one, yes, for sure. The Bengals one, was it when the guy had fell over? The assistant had fell over, and then somebody, or actually no, it was a Bengals assistant who fell over, so they couldn't be stepping. I didn't see a stepping situation in the Bengals the game. I must have missed that one. So if somebody got the clip on Twitter, please send it to me. I'd love to see it. George says, would I coach football? No, because I don't have the discipline to coach. Golly. I would love to, but I truly don't think I have the discipline in order to pull it off. That's my only problem. I don't think I'd be able to, sit there and deal with the whole thing. If I can, if 10 years from now I'm established in the comedy game, I have the backing behind me to where I can actually go and be a part of a football team, I'd love to. But from where we sit right now, there's no way I could commit myself to football. I can tell you that right now. There's no way. Oh, heavens, Betsy. Spillane is down holding his knee. Golly. Oh, no. We're already short at linebacker, and here we go. You lose another one. You lost Devin Bush to an ACL. Let me see what happens here. Did it buckle? And he's the one who batted the football, too. Oh, he definitely landed bad. No, that's just a hyperextension. I think that's a hyperextension. Yeah, I think that's a hyperextension. I think he'll be all right. I think that's a hyperextension. Yeah, I think that's more of a hyperextension. Dog says, am I from the Berg? No, I'm from New York. A lot of people think I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from New York. But I've been a Pittsburgh fan since 2000. So Bud was walking on his torn ACL, but he wasn't walking at that pace. And the way that he landed, I think that's more of it. I think his leg just buckled. I'm not sure. It really depends. I'd have to see because they didn't show us the replay of how he landed. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that's not one of those big splash plays. That's just by design. They were in a zone. The guy was open. That's a good pass. Key said, did I play NAIA? No, I played NCAA D3. I played NCAA D3. Well, it was a JUCO first, and then my second year became there. So, Jonathan says, where's the linebacker from the Jets? He is on the field right there. On the hash marks. The high-end hash marks, there's Williamson. Right there. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Dogman said, do I think we play with or without our linebacker? Play with or without our linebackers? I would say with. You need those guys. Spillane's good in coverage. He's good in run. Williamson is sideline to sideline in the run game, but in coverage, I don't think he's that great. Lee said Bud landed and it buckled. No, Bud was already running, if I'm not mistaken. Bud was running, and then it was sort of situation. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Nostra Duda says my top 3 running backs from Pittsburgh. All time. There it is. Sutton went for the damn interception instead of going for the bat down. There it is. Here we go. You thought it was going to be clipped. What'd I tell you? I told you they're going to get a touchdown here. Look at that there. How the hell doesn't Sutton make that play? Like, look at that. He's slipping on the floor and shit. Thomas told him to hold my nuggets. Suck my dick. Sutton missed an easy pick, but he slipped on the turf. That unforgiving Pittsburgh turf. The hell of a catch. Kai said I would sub Sean Davis for the linebacker spot. I agree. I definitely agree. However, I've never forgiven Sean Davis for that penalty against Jason Witten 4 years ago in the game against Dallas. I still don't understand why the hell you would face mask this man after they're already gang tackling him. Like, that didn't make any sense. You're gang tackling him and then you face mask him. So dumb. Touchdown. Oh, wow, he didn't hold on to the football. Wow. What are you doing, Sims? Jeez Louise. Hell of a job by Hayden, though. You got to squeeze the football somewhere. Lee Evans is having flashbacks. Pardon me. Baltimore fans are having flashbacks. The ball never hit the floor, but he hit the floor out of bounds. So that's why it's not going to catch. It's not going to count as a catch. What happened to his hands? Queen Elizabeth says, who's the best Steelers receiver this year? Chase Claypool. But consistency, reliability, Juju Smith-Schuster. Consistency, Deontay Johnson. Splash ability, Chase Claypool. Oh, my God, they're not going to get a score here. Oh, my Lord. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What are they doing? Hey, money in the building. How is it going? How is it going? Yeah, 4th and goal. Ron Rivera's going to go for it because Riverboat Ron, he doesn't want to settle for field goals here because he wants to win the goddamn game. So I would expect him to have his offense still on the field here. That's a good pick play, but hell of a defense by Pittsburgh. Hayden, that's discipline at the cornerback spot. What I tell you, he's not gonna kick a field goal. This Riverboat Ron. But Pittsburgh can't afford to jump off sides here. I mean, it's not gonna lead to a first down, but oh, here's a touchdown. Here's a touchdown. Oh no, it's not. There's a flag there. It might be a hold. Wait. What's the flag for? What is the flag for? Is it a hold? Is it a... Oh, yes, it is! It's a hold on T.J. Watt. Got your ass, man. And you know what's crazy? He didn't need to. He didn't need to. You really didn't need to. Shit happens, but Washington got brand new life now. They got brand new life now. Laundry on the field. Kevin Jean in the building. What's going on? Score is still 14-13. 8:18 left on the clock in the third quarter. But there it is. Give it to him. Second chance ability. There you go. Peyton no Tiki no Rondé Barber. And suddenly, the game is closer than we had initially anticipated. Splash plays, man. Washington had 2 on this drive. Splash plays. Cam Sutton should have had an interception. They should have stopped him on 3rd and 14. But here's where I'm not really concerned. We ain't see Pittsburgh's offense yet. We ain't see Pittsburgh's offense this half yet. That was 14 play, 95-yard drive. Let me repeat that. 14 play, 95-yard drive. I ain't gonna lie to you though. This is gonna be the last offensive touchdown for Washington. I told you they'd get one. The only other way they're going to get another 6 on the board is defensively or special teams. I told you they'd get one. I told you they'd get one. Pittsburgh fucked themselves out of, doing what they did to Jacksonville. But of course, they're the Steelers. Why not give your team a heart attack? I know real Pittsburgh fans are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. They're doing it again. This don't make no sense. You go on Twitter, people are probably on the latest tweet, like, oh my God, yo, we're so ass. Why can't we do anything? What's wrong with them? Fire Keith Butler. We need to cut Tomlin. Get these people the hell up out of it, because people lose their minds all the doggone time for reasons I wish I understood. Andrew McKinley said, Chris Collinsworth backlash. My thoughts. It's, had they came after him for what he said in the 80s, I get it. But for what he said this past, last weekend, honestly, he could have worded it better. But if you were listening, you can tell he was just trying to show how impressed he was by the ladies in Pittsburgh knowledge of football. But it came off as women don't know football. People are very sensitive. Malik says that's how Brown's Twitter is. That's how every fan base is. This is why I always say, when it comes to sports fans, about 90% of sports fans don't know sports, and for all intents and purposes, they're fair weather fans. Only about 10% actually know, 5% actually know the sport. 10% actually know their team. Because the way sports fans talk, you expect your team to go 16-0 every single year. You ever watched a football game against a good team and you see it's a shootout, but rather than give credit to the opposing team, you continue to act like your team ain't shit? Like watching this game, it's been a lot of bad Pittsburgh, but it's been the same big plays, undisciplined plays. But Washington did their job. Give Washington their credit. Why do you expect teams to just roll over everybody? It doesn't make sense. Sports fans are dumb. Like when Cleveland was winning, everybody was talking shit. But when Tennessee started coming back, all of a sudden, yo, what do we do? What do we do? What do we? That's fair. That's fair. But when you have the lead and stuff, don't just sit over here. Like people talk about, man, they quelled Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry played like a bum. No, he didn't. His team was down by 30. What are you running the football for if you're down by 30? Of course he's not going to have over 100 yards. Now, granted, there were fumbles in here, things of that nature, yes. Zion, stop putting 666s in the damn chat, man. You don't got to spam the chat. I see it the first time. Reggie says 90% of sports fans are flight reacts. Well, there it is. Ali says, what is the what song is it incomplete by? Is it not Backstreet Boys? I think it's Backstreet Boys. Incomplete. I think it is Backstreet Boys. Matthew says, I'm the GOAT. No, I am not. I am not. Nowhere near greatest of all time. I have a long way to go before I get the title of great. Oh, my heavens. This man, Ebron's hand still for decoration. Golly. Holy smokes, man. All kinds of drops. Wait, Flight Reacts is a Golden State fan and a Patriot fan? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Salty Highlight said, do I think we have a chance against the Chiefs if Bud Dupree does not return? Well, first off, Bud Dupree's not going to return. Number two, yes, because every team can be beat. But the way Pittsburgh playing right now, they ain't fixing to win because they keep hitting themselves in the foot. What a catch by Juju there. That's a hell of a catch by Juju there, but there's laundry on the field. It might be defensive holding, or it could be offensive PI. But there's a flag in the secondary there. Aaron says you love the channel. I appreciate that. Jesus says, is there a... Wait, there it is. Is there a Hall of Fame for YouTube? If there is, I ain't in it. I ain't even get to 1 million, and I probably ain't going to get to 1 million for quite some time. I kid you not. I think I'll probably get to like 800,000 in like 5 years, of course. I'll probably get to like 800,000. That's how I lose the channel. They're going to get old videos. Like, I literally went down my videos, and I had to unlist. I unlisted the entire sliding into DMs. Can't post it for some apparent reason because just using the image, oh, man, you know, you're promoting sexuality, you know, nudity and things of that nature. I'm like, all right, here we go. Oh, boy, he felt that in his knee. Larky says, wish your wife knew football. Have her watch the channel. She'll learn some football. She'll learn some channel. Have her tune into the live stream. Bring your wife into the room. She'll learn some football. DeWillie says, my favorite non-divisional rivalry. My favorite non-divisional rivalry. Well, before it was, you know, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, no matter what team, you know, Peyton just so happened to be on. But right now, favorite non-divisional rivalry. Non-divisional rivalry in football. 49ers Seahawks are in the same division, so you can't use them. Oh, that should have been picked. That's a tough one. Ravens Chiefs, no. Packers Cowboys, those are always good games. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one. And if I do, it's definitely slipping my mind. Oh, by the way, Pittsburgh's going to have a defensive. Oh, wow, I think this is a bad punt. No, it's not. But I think Pittsburgh going to mess around and have a defensive touchdown. I think I had said they might. But we'll see. Oh, wait a minute. Let me double check for. We had some donations on Hot Mic. Yeah, we did. Let me scroll to the top. Let me shout out the people who donated on Hot Mic. If you'd like to donate to the stream, you know, you can click tips on Hot Mic. Shout out to Dustin Shores putting $15.99 on it. Said Greg Williams just used great IQ football on the last play. That's how he got himself fired. No Sedutis had put 8 on it. Said, what's up, Dave? How you liking the Rams for the rest of the regular season? I got them winning against New England, McVega and his redemption. The thing is, I don't think the Rams have beat New England. Actually, Donald's playing out of his mind. But the problem is their secondary is playing good, but the Patriots don't throw the football good anyway. And Cam, for all intents and purposes, I believe Cam can actually play well against the Rams. Because I think they'll if they lose contain when rushing the passer and Cam gets outside, he's going to run. I think there's going to be a game where Cam has over 100 yards rushing. So we'll see. But I do believe that New England can get them. But it could go either way. Marcus put $7.99 on. Said, keep making legendary content. I appreciate that. Just saying that put $1.99 on. Said, what conference do I think is more top-heavy? What conference is more top-heavy? Probably the NFC. Because the AFC, it's literally anybody's game. Despite the fact that the Steelers and the Chiefs are far better than the field. But in the NFC, actually, yeah, actually, no. The AFC is more top-heavy. Yeah, I think the AFC are more top-heavy. Yeah. And Shawaz put 2 on it. Much love to y'all. Much love to y'all donating to the stream, keeping the stream afloat. Keeping the stream afloat. Oh, I got to bring back the doggone thing for YouTube so you guys can So you guys can see where to donate to the stream if you'd like. You know, you got your Cash App, your Patreon. People on Patreon saw the commentary early, and you're going to get the primetime commentary on Wednesday because I got to incorporate Tuesday Night Football as well, as weird as that is. Socrates says, do I want Le'Veon Bell back for the Steelers? I actually wouldn't mind it. I actually would not mind it. If Bell were to return, for one, you're getting him for a way cheaper price. Two, he already knows the offense, and he fits right in like a glove. I would not be opposed to it. Hey, John followed. Much love, man. And if you guys haven't already, download the Hot Mic app. Use a promo code Adonis so you can qualify to win yourself possibly an Xbox X or PS5. So if you haven't already downloaded, everybody who's watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to the Hot Mic app and download as well. KMB says, why are we struggling against Washington? Because we are in our own way. That's why. Pittsburgh's in their own way, dropping footballs and things of that nature. It's not Washington making Pittsburgh struggle. It's Pittsburgh making Pittsburgh struggle. Washington defensively, they're doing a decent enough job, but let's just be honest. Pittsburgh has dropped already, what, 4? Maybe 5 balls? Defensively, they've only given up, they've played sensational outside of one drive. All but one drive. Jade says, what's the scariest neighborhood in Brooklyn? Well, before I would have to say it was Brownsville. Now it's looking like it's Canarsie now. Chris says, does Ebron have any drops? If I'm not mistaken, Ebron's got 2. So Pittsburgh's getting in their own way. Wow, they're going to go empty set here with quads on the left. Here comes the sack. Oh, boy, don't throw no flag, though. It's a fumble. I think it should be an incomplete pass. It should be an incomplete pass. It's definitely not a fumble. It's going to take replay. It's going to take a replay. What do you guys think? We're talking fumble or what do we think here? TJ gets around there. No, that's an incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass. There's no way. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass for sure. There is no way. That arm is going forward. There is no way. He had possession of that football when it was going like that. That's incomplete. Thank you. Thank you. Good job, referees. Good job. Incomplete pass. AP said these last few seasons, I've learned that records don't prove how good a team is. In 2019, Titans and Ravens, for example, the league is very symmetrical. Yes, because every team can be beat. I called the Ravens game perfectly. I called the entire game. I called it from the jump. Ravens won't win. I knew it was going to go down like that. But the one thing is, people who look at the stat sheet and determine stats to determine the best players and look at records and think records determine the best teams, they always don't understand what's happening because they literally don't watch the games. They literally don't watch the games. Just think about it. Whenever the NFL posts, the stat leaders, all of a sudden you look in comment sections, people like, yo, people saying, man, people talking about Brady is washed. Oh, look at this person over here. Yo, they killing. You got to have a wide receiver who has 3 catches for, and I talk about this all the time. You could have a wide receiver who has, let's say, 3 catches for 212 yards. And I could look you straight in the eye and say, they ain't do shit all game. Busted cut. Now, granted, you have to still catch the football and things of that nature. But you can't, if you watch the game, you can tell to see if somebody's good or if somebody not, like literally. Do I think that James Washington deserves more respect? Give it more time. He's got to do more. He's got to do a bit more. Okay, Zion, you can't just keep spamming the chat with nothing. McFarland needs to get involved. I agree. Is Ramsey the best cornerback? I like to think so, yes. I'm a big Ramsey fan. DFN says, how do we fix the run game? Use Derek Watt. Start using Derek Watt. Put a fucking fullback in there. Let the fullback do what fullbacks do. Right now, single back trying to run the football is not working. Bring a fullback in. Why the hell you sign him for? To do special teams? No. Bring the fullback in. When Pittsburgh runs out of the eye, they can move the chains running the football. Bring the goddamn fullback in. Literally fix it just like that. Gilmore still is at the top of the league. Humphrey is still pretty good, but I still like me some Ramsey. Ooh, great job by McFarland there. Huncho says, any advice for stubborn belly fat? Stay consistent. You have any advice for stubborn belly fat? Well, there it is. The Unchiseled Adonis says, stay consistent. Sergio says, is Pat P washed? Hell no, he's not. He's not as good as he used to be, but he's not washed. Jump kick in the building. How is it going? DJ says the best player in the NFC East. The best football player in the NFC East? The best football player in the NFC East. I would say Saquon Barkley, regardless of the fact that he's gone for the entire season. Healthy is Saquon. But right now, probably Amari Cooper. Oh, well, there it is. Yeah. Terminator said Amari Cooper. Probably Amari Cooper. Saquon, Amari Cooper. One of the two. Tyler Johnson said the football is the best player in the NFC East. You're an asshole. Devin says, do I think Zeke is past his prime? From right now, I personally don't believe he is, but the way it's looking, it's looking like he is. Right now, Amari Cooper's the better football player than Zeke. Tyler says, when do I think Drew Brees will be back? Probably 3 more weeks. If I'm New Orleans, I'd let him sit until maybe the postseason. Well, maybe not the postseason. You don't want him to come in off and not playing. Aaron says, greatest Pittsburgh game I've ever seen. AFC Championship 2008. Pittsburgh versus Green Bay 2009. Shootout against Rodgers. Steelers versus Baltimore in M&T Bank Stadium 2008, where Holmes had the toe tap score. Pittsburgh and Dallas 2016 when Dallas won. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, the Immaculate Extension, Antonio Brown. Man, there's been a lot of beautiful football games. Oh, he might just get sacked here. Throw the football away, Ben. Throw the football away. Oh, Pittsburgh versus Arizona, the fucking Super Bowl. How can I forget that? Bradbury has been balling. Yes, indeed. And I do agree. In my opinion, I think the best Super Bowl of all time is still Pittsburgh and Arizona. That game literally had it all. Not a single dull moment. Wait, wow. Damn. Pittsburgh ain't given up a sack since week 8. Indeed, they haven't. And think about it. Ben was at a record pace. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, if Ben gets sacked 14 more times, he'll be the most sacked QB of all time. People forget, this man was literally running for his life the first 7 years of his career, and he was still able to make it to 3 Super Bowls. Granted, his defense was the focal part. Look how Eric Ebron caught that ball there. He made sure he caught it, looked it all the way into his chest because he knows his hands is just for decoration. Socrates says, how many teams could Jameis Winston start for right now? Let me help you with that. If Jameis Winston, right now, he can start for the Eagles. He can start for the Eagles. He could start for the 49ers. He could start for the Cowboys. He could start for the Broncos. Jesus Christ, Eric Ebron. He could start for the Giants. He could start for the Bears. He could start for the Jags. He could start for the, well, maybe not the Jets, but you know what? He could start for the Jets. 8 teams. And let me tell you something. Initially, I wanted Jameis to come to Pittsburgh too. Jesus Christ, Eric Ebron's hands really just for decoration. He going retro right now. He going back in time. He said, I miss my Detroit days. Did I say Bengals? I didn't say Bengals. 9 Bengals. Jamal, I did talk about Pat McAfee earlier. I love him in WWE. Jameis starter in New England? No, I don't think Jameis would start over Cam right now. Jameis would have been an interception machine right now in New England because they literally have no weapons. So that would have been a big problem. Tony Thatch says Super Bowl 51, greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. Indeed it was. More importantly, it was the greatest comeback in history. Cry your heart out, Buffalo, coming back against the Oilers. I'm sorry. The Super Bowl comeback was, matter of fact, no. Actually, no. The Bills' comeback was actually better. Until this day, I will still go home saying the Falcons literally fucked themselves out of, the Falcons fucked themselves out of a Super Bowl. How the hell do you go up 28-3? You only run the football 4 times. Kyle Shanahan, what are you doing? Oh, on the middle. Tyler says Saints versus Steelers right now. Who's winning? Saints versus Steelers right now. Pittsburgh's winning. Taysom Hill at quarterback, it's over. He's not a proven passer. He literally just threw the first touchdowns of his career this week. He may be a talented runner. However, by design, Taysom Hill is a runner of the football. Because that's the case, Pittsburgh's naturally going to play run. That's going to be a problem. And if Kamara can't get going, now granted, Kamara's a exceptional talent, so I expect him to possibly go and get going. But if Pittsburgh plays New Orleans right now, New Orleans, you in trouble. But New Orleans defense can keep it close because that defense will get after Ben Roethlisberger because the offensive line for Pittsburgh's not entirely healthy. Juice Man says, advice for a high school basketball player. First off, Juice Man, you think I forgot. It's been about a month. You ain't DM me your highlights. So what am I giving you advice for if I don't got your highlights? You scared I'm going to roast you? I will roast you. And it's going to be bad. I'm going to post it everywhere and then repost it 3 times a week. But advice, consistency, dedication. Hello. You better be in the gym. Yeah, Clyde, I ain't forget. I ain't forget. Williams says favorite play from the Super Bowl 43, the touchdown catch in the corner, and then James Harrison's, pick six. Dominic says Buffalo beat the Steelers. That wasn't the score last year, but you're saying that they're gonna win 27-17. That's fair. Good Lord in heaven, they're probably gonna have to kick a field goal here. Steelers 75 said, why did I spoil Super Bowl 43? You're going to watch that tonight? Oh, heavens to Betsy. I'm sorry that I spoiled it for you. Ironically, I have that ready for my Patreon people. But I'm not going to upload any of the Super Bowl commentaries until the end of the season. So I have everything geared up for everybody, just so you know, to go over to Patreon, because the Super Bowl commentaries are exclusive on Patreon. Gabriel Thompson says, do I think the Raiders are overrated, underrated, or where they should be? They're exactly where they should be. They're better than their performance yesterday, but Jesus Christ, if they could get the hell up out their own way. The Willie says, do I think Tampa Bay and New England should have different records if the QB, would they have different records if the QB spot swapped? I think they would be in this. Oh, actually no. I think New England would have 8 wins rather than 6 if Brady's the quarterback and it's not Cam. Also, you got to take into account the game in which against Kansas City. If that's Brady playing, I think they beat Kansas City. If Cam was playing that game, I think they would have won. So if they swapped, because there were some games where Cam Newton, it's like, bro, come on, dog. What is you doing? But there's also games in which Cam Newton scoring those rushing touchdowns. A lot of Patriots fans like, man, we need a quarterback who can actually throw. I'm tired of just having a quarterback who runs. Some of those 6 wins, if Cam don't score on the ground, you don't win. Random Trainer X says, what would I say? What would this say about the Steelers if the Steelers lost? The Steelers can't get out their own way. That's what it would say if Pittsburgh lost. They can't get out their own way. The only way to beat the Steelers is the Steelers to beat them Steelers. Like, how many balls are you going to drop? Think about it. Watching this game, watching Washington play, do you feel like, man, Washington's really, they're giving it to the Steelers? You just see Pittsburgh like, damn, what are y'all doing? Literally. Even the biggest Pittsburgh hater can watch this game like, damn. Pittsburgh really, like, what are y'all doing? They're beating themselves. Exotic says next year, who's going to win Comeback Player of the Year? Well, it depends. I mean, front runner right now is probably, well, I'd love to say Saquon Barkley, but I don't think so behind that Giants team. There's Odell who would be coming back. There's a lot of members of Team ACL this year. There's Dak. All Dak got to come back and just do what he does. He can win it. AP says, I hope the pressure isn't getting to them. I don't think it's the pressure necessarily. But matter of fact, no, you could possibly say that. Pittsburgh literally is this close to blowing them out. You're right. They're literally this close to blowing Washington out. It's been a number of plays to which this game is close, but it's really not as close as the score seems. Like, you ever seen a game end 20-13? And when you look at it at the end of the game, like, yo, this must have been a close game. It wasn't. It wasn't even close. Was not even close. Like, for example, Philly, perfect example. Philly and Green Bay yesterday. Literally, watching that game. Did you ever feel like, yo, Philly got a chance? Even when they scored those touchdowns and made it a touchdown game. Did it ever feel at any point that Philly was in the game? Like the Browns versus the Titans. It didn't feel like, yo, the Browns is. There was splash plays and things of that nature, but like, yo, you dominate. It was the score was like it's crazy. Jacob says, Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski. He could get Coach of the Year is Mike Tomlin. His team's undefeated. At this point, it don't matter with nobody. It don't as long. At this point, to be honest with you, regardless of Stefanski having that Browns team, you know, things turn around, how good Arizona's playing, it's Mike Tomlin's award to lose. Here comes the special team score. I guess not. It's Mike Tomlin's award to lose. Flores doing a hell of a job, but it's Mike Tomlin's award to lose. Sean Payton, Coach of the Year? No. There's no what adversity? What is there? Last year is the exact same thing. Drew Brees goes out. What happens? Drew Brees goes out. In comes Teddy. Teddy's undefeated as a starter. Yes, they lost against the Rams, but that was relieving duty. So, no. I say Adam Gase. Let me tell you something. If Coach of the Year ballot, and you look at the ballot and you see Adam Gase there, somebody needed to be taking a Suplex City. Tony Thatcher, 17-10. Hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. Pittsburgh's offense, they doing it to themselves. But I do expect their defense to get a score. Now, I don't know when it's going to happen, but they desperately need a turnover. They're definitely going to get one. There's no way that – well, there it is. There it is. TJ almost had it. He had the forced fumble. He almost had it. A Grizzly says, acknowledge me, senpai. What do you guys like, Bartholomew from One Piece? What is that? What the hell is Watt doing? He wanted to scoop and score. Oh, my God. He did a push-up on the football. Holy smokes, man. Just fall on the ball. Why? He literally did a push-up on the football. Wow. Zion says, what if J.J. Watt goes to the Steelers? I expect him to go to Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's the front runner. I think Pittsburgh's the front runner to get Watt. Because he's going to play out his contract, or they're going to trade him, and when he becomes a free agent, somebody's going to throw a lot of money at him. However, I think Pittsburgh's the premier location. The only problem is, I don't know how much Pittsburgh would offer him, so there's that. But Pittsburgh's D-line is intact. However, JJ has a rare opportunity to literally play with all of his brothers. You think he's not going to take it? A team could throw millions at him. JJ's already got the money. You have a chance to play with your brothers. Mind you, Derek's on the team. TJ's on the team. I don't think there's ever been a moment in NFL history where Andy Reid can't be the Coach of the Year. He's literally the reigning defending Super Bowl champion. It's not going to happen. But JJ's going to take that deal. Jeff said, I better give the Giants all their credit on the next highlight commentary. Which one? Next week? Next week's commentary? I mean, the one for this week is already up. You ain't check your post notifications? Jade says, I should do a collaboration with the guys doing Anime House on YouTube. So what is that? RDC World? I talked about this, I think it was last year's stream, where all of the stuff that they've done, I literally have it written down like 7 years ago before I even started YouTube. The Anime House, the skits, I just don't have the team to do it. I never did. You can't shoot those kind of stuff by yourself. But I give them all the credit, man. Those brothers is funny. Those brothers is funny. They stay themselves relevant. They keep, but they do it better than, I mean, the Anime House one, I had great, they took it to a whole other level. So kudos to those guys. Kudos to those guys. But I literally, if I could find my book, I had it written down for literally Anime House. I kid you not. My first year of college, I have it in my book. If I can find a book, I will show it to you. I have it written in my book. I literally had the book. I said, yo, we should do a reality show of anime characters. And it was originally it was going to be about Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. Anthony B says the game, well, it's 17-10. Devin said Mark made sure everybody in the group ate. Indeed they did. Indeed he did. That's a hell of a dude, man. Because you could tell of the group, he's the star. The Beyonce of the group, if not. But you see, it's still a team effort. That's the way I'd be myself. Had a team, everybody got to eat. Shit, I'm trying to freaking open up the door for the goddamn Unchiseled Adonis. But he ain't taking the damn bait. Geeky Metalhead put 5 on it. Said, who cooks up the most apple turnovers? Jameis Winston. Tria? Have a guest on the Hold My Nuggets podcast. Down the line, I want to have it like an open radio show where people could go and call in. But now it's been a bit tough because I've had available time to record, but then with Marv, his schedule now it's a bit tighter because he's doing credit now, so it's a bit tough. Jat 2 times says, what's the stupidest things? What's the most stupidest thing that Pittsburgh could do for the rest of this season? The stupidest thing that Pittsburgh could do for this season. Probably continue to drop the football. Look at Roethlisberger got a 98.9 passer rating. He 26 of 40. He really should be 20. He should be 31 of 40 right now. Jeter's Life said worst kicker in NFL history. Worst kicker in NFL. Mike Vanderjagt. Worst kicker in NFL history. In NFL history. Everybody's saying Nick Folk. Roberto Aguayo. There we go. I'm trying to figure out the goddamn's name. I was sitting there like, what the hell's his name? What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? My motherfucking Roberto Aguayo. That man was so ass. The real God game said, how do I feel about Watson being unhappy? I'd be unhappy too. You trade away my best goddamn target. You get rid of Lamar Miller, although it was nothing really special, but you bring in a washed-up David Johnson, everybody on the team. You move a ton of different players. Man, I'd be pissed off too. Steele said, why run it here? I actually like the call for the draw. The only problem was that's good defense by the defensive line. Pittsburgh's going to get their defensive turnover one way or another. There's no way this game does not end with a turnover. I don't know if it's going to be a defensive score, but it's fixing to happen at one point. Amp Hodges put 5 on it, said, do I ever think about doing fight commentary on DBZ and stuff? Some people had asked me about that. Perhaps I'll do it, but we'll have to see. We'll truly have to see. With WWE commentary, I've already said I'll probably have to give it a shot to see if I could do it on Patreon. So it's a matter of, most likely I'll end up starting with, I'd probably have to start with like a Survivor Series, like a 2001 Survivor Series or maybe a classic match. I don't know, but it would have to take place during the off season because there's no way it could happen right now. Oh, we had some more donations coming on Hot Mic. And if you haven't already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis, all right? You can win yourself a PS5 or Xbox X. All you've got to do is click the links in my description. The app is absolutely free. Dead Pizza put $1.99 and said, I should play the Riverboat Ron song whenever he goes for it on 4th down. Haha, perhaps. Shout out to the people donating to the stream. Jared had put $5.99 on and said, do I think the run game will get better when James Conner is back? Not necessarily a Conner thing. It's not necessarily a Conner thing. I think it's more Pittsburgh's scheme is so piss poor when it comes to running the football. You're running the football out of the gun. You're running the football out of the single back. Put your damn fullback in there and run the football. Remember when we had Roosevelt Nix? When Roosevelt Nix was in there in the I formation, we got yards. Yards. If you're going to bring in Derek Watt, don't bring in Derek Watt just to do special team stuff. Although he's good on special teams, let the brother go out there and run into somebody. Use your goddamn fullback. It'll never change because this offense ain't designed to run the football. That's where the problem is. So until Fickner gets his head out of his ass and decides to run the football out the damn eye or out of weak or maybe a strong set with a fullback, we're going to keep having these problems. Tyler said, did I watch the Attack on Titan episode? No, I'm catching up on One Piece. So I didn't watch the Attack on Titan episode, but I'm probably going to have to watch. I'll probably see it tomorrow. Banshee says, let Ben call the plays. Indeed. It always works in their favor when he does. Ah, boy, is this the drive that feels like... Why does Pittsburgh's itching for that turnover, man? I can't believe this motherfucker did a push-up on the damn football, man. Ace Outs in the building. How's it going? How is it going, Ace Outs? Clyde said, how did I feel about Todd Haley in Pittsburgh? Honestly, Todd Haley was a good offensive coordinator, but he was terrible in situational football. He was terrible in situational football. That was his biggest problem. He was a good offensive coordinator, but when it was sensational football, he was absolute ass. It'd be a 3rd and 1, terrible play call. It'll be a 1st and long, terrible play call. Well, shit, not really 1st and long, but just 1st and a regular, 1st and 10. Yeah, Mark, I did see a lot of people talking about the opening of the Attack on Titan. The theme song is complete ass. Booty and chips. So I'll have to check that one out. Tyler Martin said, did I see the UNLV QB who ate sushi off of a naked model? No, I didn't know about that. But I mean, I wouldn't eat food off a naked person. Oh, wait a minute. Why Joe Hayden's down? Joe Hayden is down. Joe Hayden is down. Joe Hayden is down. Oh, wow. Monday Night Raw is about to start. Oh, boy. Did they asking if he can move his legs? Oh, boy. This could be a spinal situation. Oh, no. Wish they'd show us a replay to see what happened. Golly. Ace said, what do I think about the Hogan Logan Mayweather fight? I had spoke about that a little bit earlier, but kudos to the Paul brothers being able to be big money draws. If he's walking all right, then yeah, I guess they just, maybe it's a concussion sort of situation. Well, he's walking, so there's that. Gabriel said, do I think this would be a close game at the end? I think it will be a touchdown differential. I think Pittsburgh will get a defensive score, though. Wow, Sutton, come back to the football. Misjudged it. White Van said score can be what it is. Washington's offense have played leagues better than Pittsburgh's. No, they haven't. I don't think we're watching the same game. Washington's offense has been abysmal all game. Pittsburgh has shot themselves in the foot, but when they've stopped dropping footballs, they've put together drives. Think about it. Goal line stand. They marched down the field and had to settle for a field goal. And then they've marched down the field and scored. Washington has had one drive, and now they're putting together a drive here, but it was on a short field. They haven't played leagues ahead of Pittsburgh. I don't think we're watching the same game. But here comes check down Poppy. That's what Smith has turned into himself. No, I don't think they're going to get a touchdown this drive. Most likely, you can possibly see a field goal, but I do not foresee a touchdown. Isaac said, what channel is the game on? The game is on Fox, but it's not. It's regionally. So if you're on the West Coast, I don't know what television show you're watching, but it's probably not. It's not the football game. V Clamp God says, can you make me a Madden? I'm sure that you can. And if you guys haven't already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Win yourself. Oh, wow. Their points per game has actually, it's the most in the NFL. Interesting. Who knew? Moving those chains, man. I'm telling you, but I still don't foresee a TD here. Oh, wow, they had a touchdown. I think he had a touchdown there if he saw Sims. Kai says the corner's giving you 2018 vibes. Not necessarily. TD, wide open. There it is. I stand corrected. Tie game. I stand corrected. They got a TD there. Good job by Washington. That's a hell of a job. That's a hell of a job. Good job, y'all. Y'all got me. I was wrong. That's a hell of a job right there. There you go, Logan. Get you one. TJ Watt just won. He's a split second too late. Who the hell is Lane in coverage? Whoever the hell number 31 was. I said it earlier. He had a terrible, terrible job trying to tackle. Evidently, he's got a terrible job in coverage as well. Good job by Washington there. Hell of a job there. Am I concerned still? Not so much. But short field, take advantage. Take advantage. Good job there by Washington. That's a hell of a job there. Tess Rule said I haven't seen the stiff arm. Well, probably not. I haven't gone through my DMs in like 2.5 weeks. I got like 600 unread messages. It's ridiculous. Lane is the fourth string. Well, there it is. It shows why he's fourth string. That brother is asleep. He just stood out there. That man he doing cardio. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go use the bathroom. Gotta go urine. Give me a second. Gotta clean the wash. It's empty the tank. And get another bottle of water. But then that's what made me have to go use the bathroom anyway. Cue the Dragon Ball Z music. Get the damn headphones on. I went to go make myself a little sandwich here, and they already in goddamn Washington territory. Golly. What's wrong with me? Tie game right now, 17-all. God damn. There we are. Oh, for those of you guys who haven't already tapped in. Oh, and also hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Get some likes on the doggone stream. And download that Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Tie game thus far. Oh, how the hell did Ben not get taken down there? That's wild. Hello, Dwight. Spin move. How the hell did he avoid that? That was a clear sack. Golly. Had Pierre Lewis looking stupid. Wait, Lana already went through a table? Oh, no, it's Randy Orton. Oh. Is the site legit while they playing the game? I can't tell you if it's legit. You might mess around and get a virus, but... Well, I'll be damned. Somebody actually registered me for the Thunderdome, too, but... we'll have to see if because I'll pop in for the second hour of Raw. Well, shit, given the time, I'll probably pop in for the last 90 minutes, the way it's looking. Because I got to take a step out and then come back. Hey, we done with Bremo, man. It ain't going down like that, especially not on the football stream. Well, we got under 6 minutes left to play. It's been all Ben because Pittsburgh hasn't even really tried to run the football. If I was Pittsburgh, I'd actually be running the football here rather than continually having to throw. Nearly got a pick there. Tell you, they got to run this football, man. Marvelous Mark saying I'm giving you Air Force One energy. Well, there it is. Yoko says, where is Claypool? Running extremely deep. Running extremely deep down the field. Pittsburgh doesn't understand. Why not just literally do what's working? Get rid of the football fast. Check down the football down the field. Here's a check down. Bam. There you go. That's what they need to do. Check downs here and there. Slowly walk your way methodically down the field. Oh my. It's Bray Wyatt. Jamal Carter says, are the Steelers secondary overrated? No, not by any estimation. They are balling. They are absolutely balling. Well, my initial score prediction, what was it? 24-17? What was my initial call? 24-17? So we'll see. They're going to go for it, but they won't put the ball in the hands of the running backs. They're really going empty over here. McFarland hands for decoration. Incomplete. We got a tie game. Well, I'll be damned. That was a terrible personnel. First off, why would you ever run inside? Why would you ever fake? Oh, well, yeah, it was kind of like, okay, I see the fake inside. You got to widen more out there. Golly, talk about misjudging the football. I get why he went inside because there was the pump. That makes sense. But then he got to haul ass and get all the way outside. Wow. This is interesting. But remember, Pittsburgh is still owed one more splash play. I refuse to believe that Logan Thomas was the splash play. They're still owed one more by Washington, so they're definitely going to get gashed. But it's just a matter of when. And you can kind of say that was on Ben. Oh, Hayden's getting evaluated for a concussion. Smith really threw the football 41 times. Smith never goes over 300 yards. They're slowly going to go and pick apart those linebackers. Down to the wire here, man. Tie game, 17-all. But remember what I said, their defense is still owed. I still believe Pittsburgh's defense will have themselves a turnover. They haven't gotten one yet. Washington's is doing a hell of a job, but there's been 2 fumbles. Well, at least 1 fumble. Oh, there's a bat. Shit, 3rd and 4 situation. They need this. Washington needs this. Washington needs this. Tug says, ain't a Steelers week without a heart attack. Ain't that the truth? Has my heart started beating yet? Not really. I'm still extremely calm. Yeah, I'm still extremely calm. I haven't really had the feeling of, oh boy, we gotta be on it. I haven't had that feeling yet, so. But here we go. We're gonna see what happens here. Both teams have all of their timeouts. Both teams have all of their timeouts. I'm shocked they're going empty here. I thought they'd have much more protection. Oh, taking a shot. Oh, he's got it. There, he's got it. There you go there. That's a hell of a catch. What I told you. What I told you. They were owed one more. They were owed one more. What I tell you. There's the 3 splash plays. Every game, it's going to be 3. What I tell you. What I tell you. That's a hell of a catch. That is a hell of a catch. They were owed one more. That's it. Yoko says not a heart attack equal not a fan. All right. I just happen to know my team. Because I know Pittsburgh does this, there's no reason to get all worked up. I can't believe, why would you? I mean, in my post game, I'll talk about what has to because you have to have the needed emotion. But they up against the clock here. But remember, this is still Heinz Field. Dustin Hopkins got to make that field goal. If they do have to, deal with that field goal. So we'll see. Hell of a play there. KMB says, why do they do that? Because that is the philosophy of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers hold them to 3 here, then they have an opportunity to go back down the field. But then at that point is when they really can go and exploit. I done finished my water. Well, they not going to run no clock now. That was a weird play call, but all right. .211 left on the clock here. 3rd and 10. Still 75 said, gets myself some water. Well, I'm out of water. I don't think I need no more water, at least for this stream. I'll be all right. Terry McLaurin still has not made a play yet. This is the moment for him to make a play. If I'm Washington, I'm looking at Terry McLaurin. Oh, they can definitely take advantage here. They can definitely take advantage here. They brought a blitz. That was stupid. Give it to him. Wow, he dropped it. Wow. Boom. Wow. Wow. They brought the blitz. Alex didn't see it early. He just clear dropped that. Wow. Joseph said, am I doing a WWE stream or Monday Night Football stream? It'll most likely be a WWE stream, but right now, I am going to be coming in rather late, so we'll have to see. It'll probably be at like a 9:45 kind of situation. Hopkins can't afford to miss. Well, it's a tie game right now, so realistically speaking, both teams really need to go and score, so, we'll see. Oh, wow, Pittsburgh came off early. There's got to be a flag. Pittsburgh came off early. But it's offsides. He made it anyway, but that's offsides. They were back by 10 yards anyway, so they'll probably decline this. There it is. They'll decline it. Cameron says my favorite Steeler. No, my favorite Steeler is our favorite Steeler is Hines Ward. Well, Hines Ward's my favorite football player. There we go. 20-17, and of course, Big Ben in a season where you're undefeated, he'd be in a position to have another fourth quarter comeback. Same situation against Dallas. Same situation against Baltimore. Although it wasn't down late. They were down much earlier. But here you are. Opportunity to go down the field. If I'm Ben, take advantage of what's been working before. Short game. One timeout remains for Pittsburgh. Is my heart beating yet? Oh, it's starting to beat. The heart's starting to beat now. What? Oh no, it's dissipated. Oh. They come back. 72 Dolphins getting out that champagne. Actually, it's rather fortuitous that the clock is actually at 2:04 because that gives Pittsburgh one more timeout. It really depends on where Hopkins kicks this football. Let's see. Where is it going to be spotted? Out of the end zone. Nope. Pittsburgh is still going. They're going to have an opportunity here. Oh, boy. Meteor smash. Put 5 on it. Can we talk about the one-handed catch? That was amazing. Indeed, it was sensational. It was absolutely sensational. That was a hell of a catch. KMB said, when do I think Ben is going to retire? At the conclusion of next year, depending on how things end. If Pittsburgh wins the Super Bowl, game done! Game done! There's a pick. There's a pick. The football team. Wow. What a play there. Right off the hand, the D-line have been making plays all day, and the former Steeler, Bostic, intercepts the ball. Yoshi picks it off right there. And there it is. What a play there by the D-line. You talk about getting the job done. Pittsburgh tried to play the short game there on that first down. D-lineman right outside, got his hands up, batted the ball straight into the air. Am I shocked? Aaron says Ben is trash. How is that on Ben? He threw the ball. Not watching the same game. Dead Pizza says, not a fumble, but a pick. Well, there it is. There's the game. I mean, you got one timeout, but realistically speaking, one first down puts this game away. Angel said the Steelers got exposed. It was more bad Steelers than good Washington. Well, second half, Washington took care of business. They did their job. Second half, they did their job. Offensively, they had 2 good drives. They had 2 very, very good drives. Well, 3 actually. 3 good drives. Yeah, they did their job. There it was. Pittsburgh on offense. You had dropping footballs left and right. You got to catch the football. Bottom line is, if you're going to go out there and you're trying to play good football, you got to catch the football. War Dog Leader put 2 on and said, thanks for one game. I want you to win the Super Bowl. Well, get there when you get there. You got to take it one game at a time. Envy says salty. Do I look salty? Okay. Steelers 75 said that's just disappointing. Indeed it is, because it's a game that you should have won, but, you know, game's not over until it's completely over. Granted, you got one timeout inside of, for all intents and purposes. If you get a stop here, you can possibly get the football back. It could be like the Raiders situation against the Jets, but the difference was they weren't in the other team's territory. So it really comes down. One first down, this game's done. So wow, you see, there it is. Sweat got 3 passes deflected. What do you know? 3 passes deflected. That's a good football. Wait, now that I think about it, if it was a first, oh, wow, damn. If only there was 2:01 left on the clock, that would have been very, very beneficial for Pittsburgh. If it was 2:01 left on the clock. But if Washington throws, I mean, they just, realistically speaking, they need 1 first down. So, of course, you're going to run, force Pittsburgh to burn their first time out. There's the run. Oh, there's Watt. Oh, Watt really wants the football there. He almost had a chance. There's your first time out. Look at Sweat here on the deflection, right? He just gets his hand up. You got to get your hand up. Oh, wow, Jalen Samuels never tracked the football. But you got to get your hands up. That's a great job by the D lineman. Ebron with 3 drops. I mean, Johnson had a drop. Washington had a drop. Van White says same Steelers. They just look different this year. Can't finish games. Can't play complete games. Good football team, but it would take quite the game to beat Kansas City. Indeed, but it's the same, you know. The thing is, it's similar to what you see with like a Detroit, like a Los Angeles, where they lose those games. The close games, Pittsburgh this year has found a way to win. This one in particular, I mean, we'll have to see how things play out. 1 first down puts this away. There's a chance. Nope, they're going to stop them there, and they're probably going to take the next snap at about, that'll leave a little bit of time on the clock there. Actually, no, yeah, now that I think about it, because they're in Pittsburgh, if they settle for a field goal, Pittsburgh would get the football back with like 20 seconds left. So they would be forced to have to take a shot. So it's a hell of a job by Washington. But Pittsburgh, again, where you can't get out of your own way, dropping footballs left and right. Like, think about it. How many drops have we seen over the course of the last 2 games? 11? You can't win football games like that. Oh, there's a spot. If you get out, oh, no, he didn't get anywhere. There it is. Stop inside, and then they'll probably they'll kick the field goal at, yeah. There it is. Good job. But what people still saying, hail the Redskins. They don't got no name no more. About like 20. Oh, wait a minute. There's more time than I thought. No, probably like with 17 seconds left. That's how much Pittsburgh will have left. Like 17 seconds. Let the clock go all the way out. And then they'll call a timeout with 21. Oh, wow, with 20. Well, that's bizarre. I thought it would be with 21, but this with 20. Field goal will probably take about 5 seconds off. They'll kick it to like the 1 yard line, like they'll squib it to like the 1 sort of situation to without running some seconds. So I think Ben takes the field with like 7 seconds, between 7 and 11 seconds left. Yeah, but Pittsburgh can't rough the kicker here. To cue the Crimea River for the first loss of the season. Yo, y'all funny. Y'all funny. That's hilarious. I mean, if it was going to put on Crimea River and I'd beat myself to sleep, that's if you're losing, not qualifying for anything. Like, damn. I said, cry me a river for this. I mean, for people who really wanted perfection, who really, went for perfection. So, I guess, but what a weird thing to say. Cry me a river on 1 loss. Like, god damn. I mean, you want to win every game. But let's see. He can't get a roughing the kicker here. That's good. Oh, he kicked it and high to make sure he took more time off the clock. 3 seconds. Okay, that's weird. That should have been at least 4. That's bizarre. I thought that'd have been I thought that'd be more than 3 seconds off the clock, but all right. Yeah, more like can you stand the rain maybe, but some people falling way too in love with the all right. I get okay, they lost. They could possibly look game not done yet. We've seen remember when the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken, this was Matt Ryan's first year. They had 11 seconds, and Matt Ryan put them in field goal range, and they won. But the only difference was they needed a field goal to win versus needing a touchdown to win. Pittsburgh is down 23-17 with 17 seconds left. Keelan said, put Claypool in. Claypool's always in. Kick return TD? No, that's very doubtful. Possible, but doubtful. Kick it into the end zone? No, I wouldn't kick it into the end zone. I would not kick it into the end zone. Kick it into the end zone, that takes a lot of time off the clock. Well, I mean, not time off the clock. It leaves time on the clock. Well, Pittsburgh's out of timeouts anyway, so they really need to play the sideline game. He kicked it out. There it is. Ray Cruz says, am I worried about the 15-1 curse? No team with 1 loss ever won the Super Bowl. The Chicago Bears did it in 85. Carolina lost. Packers lost. Pittsburgh lost in 04. Who else was 15-1 in the last 20 years? I can't recall. There was somebody else who was 15-1 in like the 90s or something like that. Ooh, pass incomplete. Only 5 seconds? That's weird. War Dog says, wouldn't it be better to hang it long and high so Washington can make sure Pittsburgh can't return it far? That's what I thought they would have done. Kick it high to like the 1 yard line and then have them run out. Or maybe leave it high enough to where it takes time for your people to get down there, and then immediately they would be tackled to like the 11-yard line. That's the way it should be, That's the way I thought they would. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'd run a corner right here. There you go. Perfect call. There's the corner. Get out of bounds. He did not. Game done. Game done. He didn't get out of bounds. Game done. Game done. Washington took care of business. He didn't get out of bounds. They ran the corner. I called the corner. He didn't get outside. Hell of a job. Claps around the board for Washington winning the game. He didn't get out of bounds. I did call the corner. The one catch that Ebron have, he don't get out of bounds. They first win since 1991 in Pittsburgh. There will be no undefeated season for Pittsburgh. And, of course, their first loss of the season does come against Washington. No, I actually would not say this is a game in which you say fire Randy Fichtner. Oh, no. Pittsburgh fucked themselves over. You dropped the football all them times. That's a goddamn shame. Justin Kelly put 5 on and said, is there a world where you see the WFT? And the Giants making the playoffs at the Washington football team, and the Giants making the playoffs as the 4th and 7th seed? Oh, hell no, that's not happening. And the 7th seed only has 6 weeks. That's not happening. That is not happening. Only one of them is going to make it. But hell of a job by Washington, man. Claps for Washington. Getting the job done. Pittsburgh lost to a team with no name. Claps in the chat. Mario clap for Washington, man. Good game. Washington fans, stand up. Stand up. It was a good defensive game. Hell of a defensive game. But Pittsburgh's offense just couldn't get out their own way. Second half, all of the credit. All of the credit in the second half, you got to give it to Washington. Those guys took care of business. You got to give the credit to Washington in the second half. They played great football. They played great football. They put together three great drives, one on a very short field, made it into the end zone, 2 other drives where they went down the field. What I tell you guys, 3 splash plays on offense. They got the one big play from Sims. They got another one-hander from Sims. And then, what was the other play? I think it was on like a run. Shit, it escapes me. Or was it the pass to Thomas? One or the other. Actually, I think it was a pass to Thomas. Hell of a job. Clap it up for Washington. It's Pittsburgh's game to lose, and they lost. I called it before. Edo Odyssey's 87, put 5 on it. Say, if you listen closely, you can hear the 71 Dolphins popping champagne. Not the 71 Dolphins. They lost in the Super Bowl against Miami. I said Miami. They lost in the Super Bowl against Dallas. The 72 Dolphins. They're popping over champagne. But good job by Washington, man. Good job. I got to do my post-game video real quick, so I guess I got to, well, I don't really have to set up. I just got to stand up. Let me grab my jersey. Where is my jersey? It's right there. No, matter of fact, I have my thing. So I have to do my post-game. We got to take, oh, well, I can't get out of here without doing it. But the Washington Redskins, Washington shirts, no skins, walked into Heinz Field and walked away with their very first victory in 29 years. In Heinz Field, because the Pittsburgh Steelers thought they could possibly move on to 12-0, but the Washington football team said, not happening. And they told Pittsburgh to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train on Monday afternoon football. Steeler fans, how are you feeling? You're 11-1 now. A measly 11-1. Should be ashamed of yourself. Couldn't get out your own way. You lost to a team with no name. What's wrong with you? Everybody in the comment section was talking about we going perfect. Not this year, says Washington. We from the nation's capital. We came from the DMV. Is that, no, it's not Washington. Is it DC, the DMV? I can't know what they call themselves. But they from the capital. They took the monument and railed it straight up Pittsburgh's asses. You walked into the land of ketchup and they said there will be no condiments because tonight you're getting the hot dog. Washington back on top in the NFC least. But looks like Pittsburgh holding that L. And Chuckster said it best, you can't spell Steelers without L. Because guess what? When you go and you ask to put letters on your alphabet, you got to start with one L when you're spelling Steelers. And that L belongs in the hands of the Washington football team. And they made sure they molded it, they cultivated it, and they handed it over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Mike Tomlin wasn't lying when he said they played at a JV level and they played like it once again. Absolute disappointment. Steelers ain't get the job done. And I have been your host for the stream, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. And Pittsburgh is undefeated no more. Stay tuned for the commentary. I will have it up Oh, well, probably going to end up on Thursday because we got Tuesday night football with Baltimore and, Dallas. But we'll get there when we get there. But you can't spell Washington without W. Congratulations to the Washington football team. They got the job done. I'm going to have my post-game report up inside the next 25 minutes. You guys have yourself a good night. I'm hoping I can get up again to stream for the tail end of Raw. But if not, well, it really depends because I have to go now. Shit. Now that reminds me, I have to record. I'll record. I'll schedule it to post. I'll see if I could. Maybe the last 45 minutes. I'm really up against the clock. But I'll catch you guys. I'm going live again for tomorrow's game. So I'll see you tomorrow for the Cowboys and Baltimore. Congratulations to the Washington football team. They took down the formerly known undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. On that L train, myself and my squad is going.